everybody. Welcome to the Dragonlance show. That's right, a song of lance and fire. Tonight is we're getting a back-to-back Monday. Secret Council will be live tonight here in about 6.5 minutes. I'd like to remind everybody there are 3 new cards that have been added to the Stream Loot deck. One of them is a bonus to intelligence skill checks. Another one is to recover a recovery hit die, so you can give him one back. And we use recovery dice on here for more than just healing yourself up. All of their lineage powers use them as well. And then, of course, I had to add a heavy metal card. There is now a heavy metal card that does the Scream of the Banshee. There is a wonderful College of Metal that came out. If anyone has seen that for Bards, we're going to be using Scream of the Banshee for that and the abilities that it has. So that means that when they strike someone, they can use that card for Scream of the Banshee. There's only 5 of those available. Similar to Inspiration, they will be renewable as we continue playing. And of course, everybody, a retainer card has been played tonight by our Tuesday group so that they can watch the show. I'd like to remind everybody this is an R-rated stream. I had someone bitch at me the other day, so I just wanted to make sure y'all understand that this is adult content. It's nighttime. Street lights are on, and kids should be in bed before you turn this on. I'm just kidding. If it's too adult for you, scroll the upper right-hand corner. There's an X button up there, and when you click it, it turns off the window we were in. But if you're one of the adults here for the show tonight, get ready. This is going to be extra metal this evening. I'm bringing a little bit of a Thauntia to light, thanks to Beetle and Grim. I'm super excited as we get into the unfinished business part of Chapter 4. See you all in about 4 minutes. For everybody who's watching the intro right now, we've had one person submit the retainer, which is going to be showing up here this month, I believe, from Kylie. And then if you are interested in doing it, at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see a little stat block that appears on screen. Write that down. If you make a character and submit it under the retainer rules, you can find it in our Discord. I will be adding it as a retainer. Remember, if I kill one of these lovely individuals, they get to pick any retainer to play. It could be one of the ones they've already made, or it could be one of the ones you made. Hell, it could be one of the ones I made. Anyone but the merchant is up for grabs. Why? Well, the merchant's too powerful, that's why. What is a small... Why am I in the small screen? I don't want to be on the small screen, everybody. Hi, everybody. How are we doing tonight? It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. We've had a week off, and it feels like it's been longer than a week. Hi, Adam and Diana. Spartan says, hi, everybody. They're in the background. They'll be up here in a second. We're going to be starting in just a moment, but I want to get a few things sorted out. One, there are new StreamLoot cards, like I said earlier. Two, and again, I don't know why I'm not on a big screen. I'm very upset right now. Let's fix this. There we go. I mean, Castlevania was on for y'all. Castlevania. If that's not a precursor for the badness that is tonight. Kelly says she doesn't care, everybody. So cards are getting played right now. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So I just want to give you a quick recap. We have been short one of the Tuesday shows because last week was my birthday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, everybody. But today is my real birthday. Today I'm actually running one of the Beetle and Grimm adventures that are in the box set. So we're going to be running the one that's in this little packet. This is the start. And this one that they write that isn't part, of the actual adventure. It's a side mission you can run in Chapter 4. And there's two of them, and the first one's a doozy. We'll see if I run the second one based on how well our Tuesday group does. If Tuesday doesn't do well, we'll skip it. AKA, if someone dies, we'll have to skip it. So Tuesday, you should be worried. So welcome to the show, everybody. This is episode 11, Unfinished Business. We left this group after fighting a lot of Draconians. On top of fighting Draconians, they've met a half giant. It was Cyclops in nature, missing an eye, played by Drew from our other show. He is now a retainer, but he is not on either side. He's a steel retainer right now. He's not on either side of the field until he's been won over by one or the other because the favor has kind of been paid forward. And he may become something that somebody plays later on. I think Drew kind of has got an eye on him if he dies. Eye on him? Yeah, right. Yeah, you got it. Hey! Didn't even mean to do that. Son of a bitch. So with that, they have traveled back. They've been gone for 14 days. Tomorrow's episode will start 14 days previous to this. They've done both of their side missions, and they're making it back to speak to East Tide's sister, Burfoot, and decide what they're going to do with the anvil that they found, what they're going to do with the Dragonelle armor, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty before we start our adventure, which I'm excited for. And we get to find out if Weehan's still alive. So let's get into this and bring the rest of the cast on and let's see how this turns out. Hi, everybody. Oh, that's only 3 of you. Hi, everybody. There we go. Wave.
Hi, friends.
Hi. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Are you giving us the disturbed monkey down with the sickness? Is that what that was?
Was it the ooh?
Do you wish you played a bard? Do you wish you played a bard, Adam?
Yes.
I mean, there's a part of me, but I mean, yeah.
Do we need to play some Cyberpunk again?
I think there's always a part of Adam that's like, man,
Bard life.
bards though.
Yep. Bard life.
Hey, you can sing us a song if anyone plays the heavy metal card and you use it.
Hey, I will rock out. You will see a Kender rock out.
We already saw one.
How good you
from the
perform
family.
there, buddy? How good you perform?
Actually, my performance is actually quite good.
Is it?
Oh no, that's
it's
my,
not.
That's my perception. My performance isn't too. Wrong thing. Wrong P-word.
I know, yeah. Diana and Adam look a little blurry, Star Drew. I'm with you.
Yeah, what's going on there?
I don't know. That's on you.
This is plugged in. Let's see.
She's like, click, and just unplugs the whole fucking thing. Not blurry now.
No,
I will refresh
Everything
my
is plugged
camera
in.
and see if that works.
As Adam tries to hold that face as long as he can. Everybody else looks good.
Plugged in.
It's just
I'm
you
sorry,
two.
guys.
You guys were blurry last week, too.
What the hell?
I don't know. Stop using those dial-up cameras. I don't know what to tell.
Oh, it's probably my amazing hair. It's trying to just focus on my
Look at
hair
him. Look
since
at
I
him.
grew it out.
Oh, we're gonna try something here. While this is going on, I'm gonna ask some questions while I'm trying to fix your shit in the background. So first off, what is the group gonna do with the anvil? And do you do something with the anvil before you meet your sister or afterwards?
Well, you said Juniper. She's basically waiting right outside the city.
She's waiting
right?
southwest of the city in a small grove.
She's in the grove. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we'd probably talk to her first, so then we can just kind of make our way inward together. And yeah, and the anvil, yeah, we're not. It's a secret. Secrets. Secret anvil.
Super secrets?
Secret anvil.
It's not going to be a secret if you keep yelling about it like that.
Yeah. Good point.
Serving Hand says you
Gosh.
two are a Polaroid. We're gonna try something. I'm gonna risk it.
I
We're gonna
don't
try
know,
something.
guys.
We're gonna try something. Hold on here.
Are they shaking it like a Polaroid picture?
I want to refresh them. We're gonna see what happens.
I hate that song.
No.
Sorry.
Nope, the refresh
okay.
didn't do anything. I tried. I'm gonna
Because
try one
on
more
our
thing.
end, everything is working.
It looks like it's working better now.
It's like your internet.
Which
just
which
kind of
vision
went-
are you using? Are you using the webcam 920e?
We should be. Let's see. Ooh, that just changed. What just happened?
Do me a favor, hit refresh on your end.
Oh, you know what? We're not. The camera just turned off.
Oh,
There, now it's back on.
Yeah, I know. I requested access and then re-requested it.
wow.
Look, I have some stuff on the back end that I can do because I never know how it's gonna go. So
You want us to come back in?
yeah,
and come
we'll
back
try
out?
this for now. We'll see if it cleans itself up. It might just be internet connection on your end because you guys live in a place with internet connection that is, you know, special.
Los Angeles, you would think it'd be top notch.
I figured your bird just flies the data back and forth. So what do you all want to do? Are you going to talk to her first? You're going to bring her in with you? You're going to run that into the city as you hit the gate and then come back? How do you want to do this? I'll pull the map up for you, so you can kind of decide what you want to do. But as a group, what are you thinking?
So, I'm thinking if unless S-Tide has a good way to, like, sneak all this in, I'm wondering if maybe we should meet up with her so we can kind of mix it in with the barding from the Dragonlance.
Let's find out here. Let's see if you can. So here's the map of Capwn. This is the capital that you all work for the government for in some form or fashion. To the north is the bay. You are going to be coming from the east, as you're coming from the East Wild, not East Tide, but the East Wild. Is it East Tide? I thought it was East Tide. East Tide. So East Wild, making your way back. And then that grove you see to the southwest is where your sister's at. That small tree outcropping, that's where she's taking the wagon. She's camping there till you get back. She's here a couple days earlier than you all are because you went 2 more days to the east to take care of the blockade. And now you're coming back with the anvil. So my question is, who's pulling the cart for the anvil? Did you have the ogre pull it back? The half ogre?
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the favor, not what happened in the last 15 minutes. The favor was having him pull it.
Well, he says I know I'm not going to be welcome in the capital, but I'd be happy to pull this wagon back for you. This doesn't weigh much.
I would really appreciate that. Tag, thank you. Yes.
All right. So he will tow it back. He'll wait there then, instead of coming in the city. You're going to need to find a way to move the anvil from that cart to the other one. All of you can pick it up and put it over there and figure out how you want to get all this in the city unchecked. Because you're going to get checked at the port even if you guys are coming in, no matter what gate you come in through. Because the east is the Warriors Gate. The west, you're going to go through the refugee city that's built, and that's the trade gate. Technically speaking, you're supposed to go through the trade gate. Unless our lovely Aldrin has a sneaky way to get in and out with all the stuff.
Any of you have some type of disguise for the anvil?
Oh, I'm not going in.
Well, There's no way we got a disguise for him.
No, I'm talking about like transforming the anvil into magic and we're going.
Oh, Eric.
Yo,
So
do you need solo time?
I mean,
Oh,
sure.
I
I'm not
need
quite sure
solo time.
how I look after
You're
what happened.
fine.
Well,
Nope,
hold on,
5
so I
cam.
guess-
Wrong one. Come on. There we go.
I guess I gotta ask you, like, the powers that the things that are listed with my cloak,
Uh-huh.
like the bullet points, do
Uh-huh.
those unlock as I hit the unlocks, or is that
No.
just base and then I get unlocks?
Yes.
Cool. So, Namajor, after what happened last episode, I think, like, for the most part, she looks normal, except now her eyes are like a gold red to match
Sure.
her cloak.
Yeah.
And the cloak itself, it's almost living. Like, it moves on its own. It's got sharp, jagged cuts near the bottom, and every once in a while it just, like, snaps out. And when people look, you see, like, faint images, like, around her, but when you blink, they're gone.
Here you go. You mean this cloak? You mean that one?
Is it up on screen?
Oh
'Cause
yeah. Oh, it's on screen. It's in roll
Okay.
20 too.
It's I have it in roll 20,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not seeing it on the map.
Oh
so
no,
I was
it's on
wondering if
screen
it's
too.
on the-
Oh no.
All right.
No. I just pulled the piece up. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what she's wearing now. After all the threads wove around her, that is what she's wearing.
Yeah.
And you guys got
And-
tumble dried.
You got tumble dried in the wagon.
Yeah.
So like as we're sitting there and we're like, how can we get it out? I kind of like I stretch and then the cloak stretches out with me a little bit, and then
Sure.
when it all settles, I'm like, well, why don't we test this out? As I just start making random minor illusions at will, without the need for components.
Well, what would you like to make for your minor illusion?
So we've got the barding. If S-Tide wants to flip it on the market, then I think what we do is we make it look like the barding, but then have it resting on like hay or something to help protect it on our travels.
So are you trying to make the anvil look like hay?
Yes, or covered in hay or something like that.
Sure. Why not?
I second that.
All right. And then I'll have to ask Aldrin, how are you getting them in? Or do you have a secret passage in? Because you seem to know every way around this city. And if so, I'll mark it on the map once you come up with one.
Yeah. We had kind of mentioned it because where our secret place is over in the Hedge Warehouse district. I was saying in that grove somewhere as well too. Within like some rocks or something, we have a nice hidden passageway that can lead us.
Oh, like magic?
Yeah,
That's going to be a higher roll, good sir.
sure, magic. Yeah, let's go with magic. That sounds great.
Higher roll. What do you have to do to know a path? What is it you have to do?
For
What's-
me,
yeah, what's the rule?
Actually, for my thing, I know the fastest way and secret ways to get through like the city.
Oh, then give me
Once it's
I
You want
would
a survival?
say, yeah, survival. I'll let you do a survival for this. Like, you know a magical way. Possibly. If you can get me an 18, I'll let you have a magical way.
As
We got cards.
Cards ain't gonna help.
Sure it is. Would you like to take 2d6 damage and reroll?
Yeah, that card would help for sure.
Would you like to do that? Or do you have a bond, ideal, or flaw to get yourself an inspiration?
Ooh.
He's
I
like,
know you've
oh,
got the one
maybe.
where it's like I never fail or whatever.
I do never fail. Yeah, rebellious. Well, I mean, this isn't really. No, I guess this would be me being rebellious, me finding a way into the city.
Yeah, against
Yeah,
the
it's
government.
me being-
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. You know, and I go where I want when I want. So I
Alright.
want a magic fucking doorway.
Give me a roll.
Let's go. Better. That's out of the box. Oh, that would have been great. I don't count it if it's outside though, which
We
was
should
a
also
20.
move buildings here.
These specialty
Walls.
things.
You can ask Odo. Or not Odo, but
this is true.
you could ask
you're a
the...
Toruk.
You could ask you could ask him. He can assist you. But you could also ask the half giant that's with you.
Hag.
I would say if I could have Torque help me. That'll
Okay,
take
he
me
can
to-
assist you. Yeah.
That'll
He
take
can
me to
scout
18,
and tell you where the patterns are. 18.
Yeah.
So
18.
we're gonna have a magical way from here, and then where into the city do you want it to go?
I'd like right into, so from here right into our,
Like in the alley, somewhere between over here? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Into a back alley that only has like one entryway because we've blocked off like.
I will mark that we have a magic port. Magic.
Okay.
From... What did you get on your total?
With his help, it would have been 18.
I'll say you have it, but it only works once a week.
Okay.
Got to put a little limitation on it. Maybe it's like based on moon alignment or something along those lines. Your sister and you used to use it to sneak in and out of the city back in the day. All right. So you make your way in?
Once a week is still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Once per week. All right. And then I'll mark that on the map later on for y'all. As you make your way in and out, in the grove and out, your sister says, I'm not going into Kalamon. I'm just gonna stay here and tend to a few things here. I can see some of the vines are having problems. The pumpkin patch that's here isn't doing well. I'm gonna tend to some of this. You can just come back and get me if you need me. Hey, big man, do you want to help me move some of the dead foliage around here? Are you interested in maybe a little work for food? Big guy looks at her, goes, no. No, I'm not doing that. I'm actually going to go to ruins that are south of here about 3 days, and I will come back and visit once I have spoke with the fates. Wish you the best. And he just drops the wagon and starts walking away. If you want him to stay as a retainer, or come back to speak with you, you would need to make a roll. Otherwise, he's considered a neutral retainer that just will show up, kind of like the merchant.
Shout out to dude.
I don't necessarily know this is like trying to convince him to stay, but I do want to express my sincerest
Me too.
thanks for
Me too.
assisting in my trial.
He kind of turns around, gives you a little wave. He's got the big war mace that he's walking with. This is the fates put us together. If we are to see each other again or be in each other's presence, they'll bring us back together. I do wish you warning. Watch out for fire. And he turns and continues walking out of the forest southwest from the city. Hey, Drew, I know you're in chat, and if you're listening, can you give me exclamation point ADJ, which is rolling with advantage, please? Since you played him last and you're in the audience, I'll let you roll it. With that said, you guys bring all this in. You're going to have about 48 hours, roughly, of just kind of downtime to kind of sell things, get it ready to go. Are you going to sell the Dragonelle armor to make the wedding? Is that the game plan?
Yep.
And there are people here from the village and the farmsteads. They are in the refugee camp right now. You know that they said they would be there. It should be with advantage. Just do 2d20, Drew, if it doesn't work. There are a lot of people in the city right now, though. It is packed. And I mean, the city streets are like Macy Day Parade busy.
Okay.
What's going on? Like, do we know? Is there a
Nothing.
festival?
Nothing you can see.
Or can we hear what are people talking about while they walk by?
Yeah, like, do we overhear any like conversations or like
Yeah.
any side chatter about how things are getting overcrowded or anything like that?
Everyone is a bustle. They say it is, they believe within the next few days, they have been told that the governor will be passing.
As in dying or as in passing through?
As in dying.
Great.
All right.
Now, last you know, when you left, he was taken care of. He was medically
Yeah.
maintained. He was sick. He was bedridden for most of his days, but not always. You're not using my roll. That's not how that works. It's with advantage. We'll take the 18. That's good. but people are saying he's fallen ill. No one's allowed to see him. They believe it's contagious. There's no clerics that are really around that can do anything. They don't have any healing magics because, again, there's none that have been seen, really. I don't know how much the medicalers in the area, the hospitalers, would know about anything for you all. But right now, they believe that this man is on his last couple of days.
Do we know where the governor is at?
Yeah, you know where he lives at inside the castle. The only person who could maybe get easy access would be Adriel, or Tor could probably fly up and check from the window. Since he's a gargoyle.
Oh, it's kind of weird, you know. He was doing good. I think someone should go check up on him.
I can try. I don't know if they'll let me in. Last I know, my superior, she was acting mostly in his stead, like half the time.
The advisor, you mean?
Yeah, the advisor.
Yep,
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't.
Probably be good, him knowing that, especially you working for him directly, that your upgrade, your bright shiny cloak, might make him feel a little better. Knowing that he has someone of your stature now. Definitely of your stature working for him.
Let me
I mean, you could try to get everybody in. It would just be a disadvantage, but you could.
No. I'm gonna. I know we have a limited amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to speak to Weihan, let her know, or Weihan, let her know that I passed my test.
When you show up to the shop, stop. When you show up to the shop, the shop says closed in the middle of the day. Never closed during the daytime. Always closed at night because she teaches. She does mage classes for people. She sets up trials for people who are local. Never closed during the day. If nothing else, her assistant is there.
Okay. I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay. No answer. Pitch black inside. Like just no candles, no lanterns, no nothing. I'm assuming you stash the armor and that back in the council room. Is that the game plan, by the way? The anvil and the armor? Are they in the council chamber?
In the secret council, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, everyone
For now,
knows.
at least.
I'll assume you're together unless otherwise said right now.
Okay. So, I turn to you. I'm like, her store is always open during the day. The fact that it is closed is concerning.
Is there a next door establishment or someone who lives next door?
Yeah, Weehan's is all the way across over to here. It's west of the capital. When you basically travel, put your stuff in the warehouse, make your way through the city. As you get near the castle, there's a bunch of people surrounding the castle. There are people climbing up on some of the larger knight statues trying to look into the building, into the castle itself. They're getting yelled at by soldiers as you walk by. This is summertime at this point. When you get to Weehan's, it is not only is the building dark, the outside around it where all the plants and all that stuff are maintained, a lot of the plants are dead and not maintained. Next door, there are people out on one of the balconies looking out into the streets. Everyone is talking. It's not quite a party. I mean, people are worried, but there's just everyone is here doing something at this point. It's like when the Queen died. Everyone just showed up to the fucking city.
Right.
Start waving at the people on the balcony.
One of them looks down and is like, "Hey, are you here for the funeral?" Second
funeral.
one.
Which one?
Second funeral.
Yes,
Which
but
was
who?
the first?
Becklin. Becklin passed.
Okay, yes, and where is Weehan?
Who? Oh, her?
Yes.
Man, I don't know. I haven't seen her for
How long?
a little while. At least a week, maybe longer. Her assistant was around, but her assistant didn't get paid, and they quit too.
Didn't get paid.
Yeah. Weehan never showed up?
Eric, would I know, like, she's the main contact for the mages here. So is there
Correct.
like a backup, or was she it?
No, she was the highest ranking mage of high sorcery. If anything, you would know that there usually is a message left for mages in the back. You could check that, but it's usually only there for like 24 to 48 hours. Kind of like you put read magic, you can read the scroll that is there, and it would go away.
I was gonna say I want a perception check for messages.
Yeah, you can give me a roll. See if there's
Yeah,
anything that looks
I mean-
weird, or investigation is probably a better roll too if you want to search the perimeter.
So I have a really bizarre question.
Sure.
Did anything happen with my gloves standing here? My gauntlets?
Can I get
Do I sense
a
anything?
perception check from you at disadvantage? Because you're asking something very specific for this. Cards just getting bombed right now, everybody. Get your social reroll cards. They come in pairs of 5.
Investigation gave me a 19.
19,
You did
okay.
Investigation. I'm gonna put up detect magic
Okay.
and then do like a perception and
So
near the back.
we'll start with the detect magic, kind of outside working in, and then we'll end with Valina's. The magical protections for the shop are active,
Okay.
which is usually what happens at night. And you go to the back door, you give the name of the 3 towers of high sorcery, and then someone answers the back door and lets you in. That's usually how they do the classes. If this is up, more than likely she is inside, but barred the outside from entry.
Okay. So I let you all know that, or the two of you. I'm like, but she might have something that can help stave off whatever's happened to the governor, or she might have an idea about why he turned so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try and get her to open up by saying the 3.
You could try to get her to open up if you wanted.
I mean, otherwise, I mean, I don't want to just sneak in unless we think she's like actually in danger.
If you do the 3 words, there is no response. With the perception check, the message that's left, you would notice that while the writing is there, the securities are all up, the plants are dead. From your knowledge, you're guessing this has probably been shut down for about a week. Basically, based on the plants that are dead and haven't been maintained, it's been probably about a week. There's no messages left behind, though, anywhere. Valina, what'd you get with your disadvantage?
It's funny. I got 2 9s in a row, so that's 9 plus 7, so that's 16.
Yes, you hear whispers, and the voice is not unknown. I will send you a Discord message, actually. I wasn't. Yeah, secrets. Welcome to the. I need to make a secret shirt. I really
I want a
really do.
secret council.
We need
shirt.
GIF. We need a GIF.
We need a
shirt.
gift and a secret shirt. I did put a YouTube short out for secrets.
I saw.
Secret shirt has to be in whisper form, though.
No, it's gonna be black on black.
Yeah, whisper form.
Secret, black on black.
yeah.
That's how you do it. Black on black. We got it. So I'll put it in your private one. Hold on here. Let me pull up our thing. Is there anything else you guys want to do while I am getting Diana this information?
Now, is it? I don't want to know what it's about, but that's coming from your gauntlet, or that's coming from your house?
And my gauntlet.
Your gauntlet. Okay.
I just want to know if I feel anything.
So, and then Kelly, you found
There you go.
The protections are still on the house, correct?
Yeah, the protections are still active. There's no visible
I am not
messages
buying anything.
or languages. But you know what? Let's just stretch out the cloak a little bit more. You start hearing some whispers from the shadows, and I'm going to try and reveal the understanding of any possible hidden languages.
Oh, okay. And
I
what
don't know
spell
if
is
there are
that?
any. That's from the that's one of the
Okay.
cards you gave
Oh,
me.
that's right. So you're
I
in
don't know if it's
broad
possible.
daylight. Do you want to do this?
Oh, if it's in broad daylight, then no.
It's middle of the day.
All right. If we
You're
get
welcome
into if we get into a shadowy area,
I mean, if you want to cast fucking darkness on this area and do that, I guess.
Or what we could do as well too, and I would look over and be like, "Are you trying to figure out more on what's going on? You afraid someone might see us?" Reach behind and uncork.
Oh, fuck me. as
God,
smoke
there's a fire.
starts to fill the area. All right,
Wait,
as the
there's a
smoke.
fire. I'm gonna grab.
It's not a
Adriel
fire. He's
back.
just. Oh, you're yelling that? No, he's
No,
just.
I'm grabbing Adriel back because she said she's flammable now with her whatever got.
Oh no! He's using his smoke bottle.
He's using the smoke bottle.
Oh, I thought it was fire. Oh,
No.
Use the tattoo.
No.
Okay.
Man, it's so
Drew was
good.
like, "Ooh,
Your
strategy."
own partner believes the place is on fire.
Sorry.
No, you do. I would need to know your languages, Valina.
Okay, let me look.
As you do that, your cloak spreads with it and starts scouring the area. It scours out to 30 foot, looking for hidden writings and messages, as it is like touching surfaces and just looking for things.
Okay.
Finally, it grabs a hold of something and it comes back and it starts to form letters out of like cloth and ribbons in front of you.
Okay.
And it says, Fistan Danalis is locked away. Do not open the door.
Oh.
Shit. All right.
I need an arcane check from you.
I mean,
Disadvantage. Not even
here's the
disadvantage.
thi-
You're a mage high sorcerer.
Well,
now.
here's the
It's
thing. We
regular.
also heard about them while talking to someone
Yep.
else.
You know little bits.
Dead inside, don't open.
Dead dove do not eat. That is a 16.
You know who he is. If that is true, fuck.
Yes. So that's what Adriel says. Like, if that's true, that's exactly what she says. If that's true, then fuck. You can't.
What?
Don't open up the door. We can't. Damn it. Okay. That might explain why the governor has taken such a turn, though.
Very true.
Do you remember? I turn to them since we're still covered by the smoke, and I go closer to them. Remember what we talked about with the prisoner? How she was talking about the dark one.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was reasons she was. Weehan's message says he's trapped in her shop.
Okay.
We
not
can't.
open.
We can't open this. We gotta figure out a way to prevent other people from trying to get in here. But if he's here, then that might be. And then I say, if he's here, that might be why the governor's taken such a turn, and that might be why Becklin died.
It's really sad to hear. Especially fighting Night that way.
Valina, do you say anything?
I know it's that voice. Yes.
Yes, you just
I
don't know what
know
it's saying.
What they're saying.
If you don't want to be public, you're welcome to put it in your Discord chat between you all. If you don't want it to be a public thing,
Yeah.
By the way,
I'll
let me
do
just say
that.
how proud I am of Monday when I said, "What level are you guys?" and you all said nothing. Like hardcore, just zipped. Best thing that happened last Monday. Everyone's like, "I'm sorry, what? What did you ask us?" No. We don't talk about Fight Club.
That's right. We don't talk about Fight
Are
Club.
we devils? Is that what you asked
Okay,
us?
I'm gonna send you both in our Monday.
He's
What's
very
going
proud
on?
of us for our actions last Monday.
Okay. So you guys know this. Anything you want to do with this information? Are you sticking around here? Or are you bouncing?
We're waiting for it to pop up.
Okay. Oh, I meant just in general before you know
yeah.
hers.
Adam, I should read mine.
Yeah, I just see.
Okay.
I bet you Allie wishes she's watching the show tonight now.
All right. All right. All right.
Unless, wait, you
Say
do
it, Allie.
have the potion.
I do, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
Oh, there's so many cards. Jesus Christ, you too.
Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, Eric. Does the voice sound like urgency or just straight up?
It's you know you don't understand language, but it's repeating the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know what's.
All right. Well,
Well, we need to figure this out first. So,
Let's.
Can't have this thing coming out.
No,
this,
we can't.
This thing can wait.
I mean, can we tell how powerful that these protections are? I mean, she's quite powerful.
Detect magic.
herself.
I mean, it's up for like a minute or whatever.
You want to make an
so-
arcane check on it? You can.
Yeah.
You have to drop the smoke though.
Adam, keep the smoke up because I'm just gonna say it out loud, but I don't want anyone to see me casting it like in the streets. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself before
Okay.
I make the roll.
I started a clock as a heads up.
Okay.
6 part, 2 filled.
So that means it's going to come out.
Something bad is gonna happen.
Could be good too. You guys never know. It's not always bad. That's not true.
Right.
Remember, Frankhouse clocks are not always bad.
No, they're not always bad.
There's
We're up
many
to
dilemmas.
Many
28
dilemmas, yes.
clocks for this show right now.
For this episode.
This
Okay.
episode has 5.
I got an 18. 18 Arcana.
Yes, it is trapped. Anyone who opens a door, fidgets with it, tries to break in, is enfeebled, and their memory is wiped. If they break in, they are finger of death.
Okay.
Oh, yup.
So I say I let you guys know like this
You
is
die. If you are
pretty well
below a
tracked.
certain hit point total, or if you are wounded and you open the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
so,
right, so good protections on it then. That's good to know.
right, and the good part at least is that they'll forget
Mm-hmm.
if they try to get in there. So hopefully that's all we have to worry about for now. Let's see if anything happens with, and I point to the gauntlet. Let's see if anything happens when we go visit the governor. And I'm going to actually try and get all this in this time.
Okay, so you head back to the capital, to the castle itself. I will pull us to. So we were at Weehan Shop. Oh, I didn't even put it on screen for you all. I forgot. You guys haven't seen this yet. This is. Let's just delete all these peeps that aren't actually here.
Right.
That's what happens when you got 2 shows. People are just everywhere.
It's true.
Did you guys notice that the background is now brown around the edge? It just does it.
Not for me, but
Yeah, so like around the outside edge, there's brown instead of black.
oh, okay.
Instead of white or black. It's pretty cool that they actually fixed it. I was surprised. So let me delete these. So this is Weehan's shop. Weehan is obviously not here. I'll just move her off the screen. And then we're going to the castle. So let me grab our castle. The gates to get in are... That's the gates in... There you go. Column on console. With everything...
It's still there.
Jesus, war. There's a whole war. Let's just move.
People.
Actually, let's just do this.
Okay,
Delete everybody.
Let's just delete them all.
we got him over here too.
Yep. Oh, I'm getting rid of them. Done. The bedroom for the governor is. I don't know if the governor's bedroom's on this map. I don't think they give you the governor's map. He's up this stairs into the top floor.
Okay.
How are you going to go about getting everybody in? Like, obviously you can all enter the castle. That's not a problem at all.
Right. Unless the 2 of you want to try and like sneak off and find your own way, like I'm going to tell them that we just came back from 2 of our assignments and we wanted to report to him, and then we heard that he was passing. So we wanted to meet up with the advisor to see if there's anything that we could do to assist.
Okay. So you're looking to speak to his retainer then?
Yes. Because I guess she's like my boss, so...
Yeah,
I'm
she is the one that you would be answering to. Remedor is the one who handles what was the Vogler. And
Right.
then, I don't know if we have her on here. I don't know if we've ever had to talk to her, but her name is Alana. Keswick is her name. I will show her to the players. I don't think you guys have all seen her before.
Hello, pretty.
Right? I'll take it so the audience can see it here.
I think I hit on her once,
Yes. So Alana Keswick, she is a very good speaker.
but also
really.
she's my boss.
Yeah, she's really good at handling political stuff. She's good with people. She's good at soothing people over. Some people think her words heal. That has never been proven. It's just she's good at taking a room that's up here and kind of simmering it all back down. And she is definitely the kinder half of the governmental system. The governor is very nice, but he's strict about what he wants. This one is not. A little more flexible. So she is downstairs in the council chamber, which is this area here. She's by herself. Everything has been kind of repaired and cleaned up, but it's very cold and vacant. There's noise outside, but the castle itself is eerily quiet. There are guards posted everywhere, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of extra hands inside working after what happened in the castle last time.
Right.
Upon showing up, she easily would she had no problem talking to you. Are you bringing everybody into the council chamber with you? And is Torek here with you outside the window? Is he everywhere always with you at this point?
Yeah, especially city-wise. Yeah, he's definitely he
All right.
doesn't leave the city as much, but yeah, when I'm in the city a lot more, he tends to be around.
Okay. Totally
So-
totally fine.
So I'm gonna I tell you guys I'm going to talk to her and see if I can convince her to let us all go. If I'm in there for a while, then maybe start looking into your own ways. Also, Aldern, I know this might be asking a lot of Juniper. I hope I didn't put her off too much with my flirting.
I mean,
Also,
do you think she might be able to help the governor if we can get in there?
I know she's not much of a city person, but if I was to ask her for it, she would never. She's never been one to turn down trying to help somebody in desperate need, but I think she absolutely would.
Let me see if I can get us all in. And if I can't, let me see who's currently next in line to serve as governor. Because depending on who it is, it could destabilize everything we're trying to build up.
It's true.
very
And then that could destabilize the surrounding areas, including the Grove.
So now
So she might have
Yeah.
more of a reason to help if she's not necessarily a fan of Capwn itself, which I get. It's not for everybody, but
it is not for
So-
everybody.
So now with governorship here in this city, how does that one work? Do they have a line of succession, like here at this? City?
So if they had kids, yes, it would usually go to the kid if voted in. They would have a right to basically enter to be voted in. It is a government ship. They are voted on. But the term of service is usually like it used to be till they do something wrong or till they die. Or they retire.
right.
There's no you get 4 years. That didn't happen. He does not have any kids though. At least that anyone knows of or that live local.
All right. So talking about who might want to do it, do we have any suspicion that anyone else on the council would try to step in as a role of governor? Because we know damn sure I don't want my uncle on there.
I need
Your uncle.
history for that, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that'd
society?
be history.
History is society, isn't it?
History
correct?
Society.
Yep.
I'm not gonna roll. I don't know.
No? All
I got
right.
nothing. I mean, I can roll. It's not gonna turn out well. I got a 2.
No
I'm
idea.
So concerned.
You're like, yeah,
So concerned.
whatever.
Yeah.
16?
A 16. I mean, your uncle's always wanted the position.
Of course.
I mean, and his son would probably also want it because they're people of power. There's outside influences that would want it, but they would have to run. Those being two noble families that have stayed local, in Vogler and stuff like that, they've always been fighting to take it. He's the most likely candidate, but he also almost died.
It's true, and he didn't live here for the longest time.
He lived in Vogler.
His side that did was me. I would take it from him, absolutely.
Good luck. With that, are you walking in to talk to her as a group or solo?
We'll see what she can do.
Yes.
I said I was gonna go in by myself because I'm trying to convince her. I know I'm gonna have disadvantage either way, but I feel like my 2 compatriots cut an intimidating sight So I want to reduce the intimidation
Very
factor a little bit.
intimidation.
Well, with that said, do the two of you stay around, or do you go and talk to the marshal and talk to the masoner?
I mean, that might be
Actually,
a good...
actually, Nadia, I shouldn't say talk to the masoner. Do you tell them about the information from them?
Yeah.
Yet
I
or
would-
wait? That's my question.
I'm gonna wait and talk
Okay.
till we figure all this out. I was going to tell them, and then this whole thing.
Are you going to talk to the? Are you going to talk to the marshal then? She would be on site, probably in the soldiers' barracks.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No. Don't go. Say what you were saying.
Yeah, I can go talk to her
Totally up to you.
and see what happens.
Okay. So you're going to go talk to them, and you're going to talk to the advisor. Who wants to start?
I guess,
Or do you want to try to do this quick and then head with them for the other thing?
Sure too.
what I'm gonna send you a message in Discord. Secret.
You guys
secrets.
can't see it, but my phone's right here. I feel like secret time is like timeout time or something. Like,
Secret time. Go sit in the corner.
possibly, if you're willing to do that with people on site.
Yeah, because I just got one.
Okay, audience, get ready. Get ready.
We're
The
gonna see how
entire
important
game, the
this is.
entire game is about to change if this happens.
We're gonna see how
Two.
important this is.
No
So I'm
idea.
gonna go in. I'm gonna go first, unless you guys want to go first.
I mean, this should be pretty quick. It's gonna be yes or a no.
Right. Okay. So I go to Alana, and I go.
Uh-huh.
I knock on the door. I'm like, "Excuse me, Miss Keswick."
And sure enough, Keswick answers the door. Her clothes are black like they are in there with deep red roses on, like kind of stitched in to the dress she's wearing. Her sleeves are rolled up and cuffed around the elbows, and her hands are covered in blood.
Miss Keswick, you seem to
Hello.
have a problem.
Yeah, we do. And you
What's-
look around the room, and the room is covered in dead soldiers. I know this is
Might-
going to be you questioning me, but I am just cleaning up the mess right now.
Can I do an insight?
Absolutely.
I got an actual 20.
She's not lying.
Okay.
100% being honest.
Okay.
We've had a problem with soldiers recently that we have brought on board. Cudgel helped us out with the situation here. And you look around, and sure enough, everyone looks like they've been bludgeoned to death.
So Cudgel's here,
Yes, she's with the soldiers right now, with Darrent.
and is the governor safe?
As a sick person who's dying can be, yes. Did you just get back, or have you been here for a while?
We just got-
Where have you been? The governor passed into his slumber, I guess. He barely speaks. He mumbles, but he didn't tell us where you went, and I can't find his notes.
He sent us on some missions to figure out what was going on with the farmsteads.
Okay. Good.
And then find out what was going on
No.
with the soldiers that were potentially holding people up.
Yes,
I came to give a report.
you and a group from Vogler. I remember hearing rumors. That's great. Hold on, and she's like talking. She's covered in blood, and she walks over and starts
as she
grabbing
does
something
that-
to
as she
wipe
does that-
herself off out of a
as
bucket.
she does that, and the blood starts cleaning up with prestidigitation.
Oh, she just holds her arms out then.
Yes.
Holds them out in front of him as they're
That's-
cleaning her. And so
Yeah.
then she continues the conversation. I'll give you one roll with advantage for helping her clean this up. Will you clean the room?
I guess as we're talking,
Okay.
because Adriel doesn't care about.
That's going to change. That'll
Evidence.
change some stuff. Nope, not Nora. So
Well, actually, hold on. So as we're cleaning, because here's the thing. So I'm like, as we're cleaning, I'm like, is he safe? Like, were
he's
they going
alive.
after him?
He is ill. No, the soldiers were people we had recently hired. We were bolstering our army. We brought people in, and they turned on us almost immediately. We were having a council meeting. 2 of the union members were wounded. One was killed. Easttid's son, the younger, Bacchus the younger, is currently helping with shipping and the shipwrights union because he's worked on ships the longest, at least until we find a replacement within the union. And it's bad. It's very bad. We think we've gotten rid of the people we have hired, but our army is much smaller than it was previously because of the amount of people we've had to let go or imprison. Our prison's full.
All right. I got a 24. So as we're talking, I'm like, I don't know if we can help, but I'm wondering if my fellow, I'm gonna say it, like my fellow compatriots, the ones who
The ones outside the door.
I don't know if they're actually outside the door.
I mean, I'm assuming they waited, right? You guys are waiting in the hall?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I say the ones who went with me to Bogler, and the ones who went, they also have their own field reports that they would like to give. I was hoping we could go talk to Governor himself, see how he's doing, because we didn't think he was going to turn this poorly while we were gone.
He was fine. If you left 2 weeks ago like the rest did, he was on the mend. He was doing fantastic. And then Becklin fell ill and died within 48 hours. And then Bacchus the Elder got ill, but he fought it off. We lost 2 of our lieutenants in the army. We haven't seen Weehan in over a week.
When did this start happening?
About
a week ago?
10 days, I believe, is roughly when the first person fell ill. Roughly.
I don't know if this is above my pay grade or not, Miss Keswick. How long would the governor have remained governor had he not fallen ill? I know he is getting on in years, but...
I mean, years. He was healthy up until all this happened. I mean, he's only in his 50s. I think he would have retired in his 60s. I secretly was training to take over afterwards, but you already know that.
Right, I know that. Who would challenge you if he were to pass?
I mean, the younger and the elder are both interested in what I've been doing. They've been wanting this position for as long as I can think of. Yeah, I mean, many people. But those are probably the primary. There's a few outside forces as well that would have been interested. Why do you ask?
Would it...
You don't think foul play. Are you aiming at foul play?
No, I think he's the victim of foul play, and I want Capwn to be as stable as possible while we investigate what's happening.
Okay. Well, I can tell you we've already been looking into that. Weehan was supposed to be doing some work and speaking to some of the elder council members, but we have not heard back from her. Which is unheard of.
She's unfortunately tied up with some tower business.
Do you know this for sure? You spoke to her.
I haven't spoken to her, but I've seen the wards surrounding her apothecary, which moonlights as one of the places where we go to learn from her.
Of course, we know. All right then. Is there anything we should know? Are we in danger? Are they in danger? Are we...
I don't know. We just got back. I think Weehan's disappearance may be tied to why people have started passing and why the governor took such a turn. I'm wondering if we can go see him and see if we can help or stave it off or something, because otherwise I have a feeling this is going to get really nasty.
What are you asking me?
I'm asking if we can see the governor.
We fear that it's contagious. Other people have fallen ill near him. To see one of you get ill.
What are the symptoms like? Is it the same curse that he fell under?
No. It is worse. Give me a roll. I'll give you advantage.
I got a 24.
24. I will be willing to let you up, but please keep your distance. Do not make contact.
All right.
If that makes sense. Yeah, well, you'll see. Follow
we'll
me.
See.
So she opens the front door here and lets everybody in, right? And then she walks you through the back all the way over to the stairs and starts taking you up. As she walks up, she grabs a handkerchief out that's got like the white lace around it, ties it around her face, and brings the rest of you as well. When you make your way up and you get to the bedroom door, she says, look, this is going to be disturbing. I apologize for any nausea that you feel. The smell is overwhelming, and outside you can smell decay.
Okay. I can't believe I'm already doing it. I'm using subtle spell, and I'm casting a thing.
What kind of thing are you casting?
Putting it in Discord in our room chat.
Okay. I'm with you. Is anybody else doing anything outside?
Any traces of any type of dried up liquid, not necessarily blood, but or anything that looks out of the ordinary, like powder.
Like outside the door, you mean?
Yeah. Like if
Nothing-
someone were to leave a trace on accident.
Nothing really outside the door. There is a lot of wash basins and cloths and medical supplies that are on a bench outside of his bedroom. But other than that, no. No weird powders, nothing like that. She says, the smell is overwhelming when the door is opened. I would say stay at least 5 foot from the bed and from the cage. And she grabs the door and she opens it. The room is black. All the shades are drawn. There are candles lit in the room. All the mirrors are covered. Okay. And he has like full-size body mirrors and, you know, all the normal stuff you'd have, like get dressed, nobles, people will be prepping and sewing in the sewing area. Everything is covered. The drapes on the four-corner posted bed are also drawn. In the center of the bed, above it, about 3 foot, is a hanging black cage.
Okay.
And you can't see through, like, the black lace, you know, covering that's around, the veil. She says, I will wait out here.
Okay.
And she lets you all three into the room.
Okay.
And then shuts the door. Does not lock it, just shuts it. You hear her cough a little bit when she closes the door.
Okay.
From the smell.
Right,
When you all enter, I need Constitution saves from everybody.
That's why I did what I did before we entered. So hopefully that helps everyone. Did you see the war room chat?
No. Let me see.
I don't know if it's going to help with your laughing like that. Now I'm scared.
I'd be scared. Hey, yo, I promise you there's probably a card for the problem.
My
There
total
are
is 6.
so many cards.
Oh, well,
Would you get a
Okay.
6?
Well, let me see with what I was given, but no, it's not going
oh, hot.
to 10
Damn.
is a total for me.
Would
let's
you either a bond, ideal, flower? Would you like to use a reroll
Let me
card?
see. You're right.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. I'm not
don't
saying
know
anything until I know everybody's.
Currently sitting on a 15.
Okay. Is everybody comfortable with their rolls, or does somebody want inspiration and take damage to get a reroll? Does anyone have a bond, ideal, or flaw to give themselves inspiration, or
I gotta do a reroll. None of my flaws and stuff.
exclamation point 2d6 in chat, please, for her to take damage? Don't forget, you guys all have had enough rest to be fully healed.
Okay. My bond, neither snow nor rain, no heat nor gloom of night stays me from the swift completion of my appointed rounds.
Okay, so you've used 2 of your things so far today.
I've used 2 of them tonight.
Okay. Let's just get you down to nothing.
You got 3 damage. 3 damage, Diana.
Thank you, Nessie. Welcome back, Nessie, too. Let me roll my...
Yes.
Okay, it's a little better. Puts me at a 17.
17.
And Adam, is that with the extra stuff from... Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
3 points of damage. Okay, so I re-rolled. I add my Constitution again, and the thing that Kelly sent, or not that thing? 'Cause I
Yes.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 9, 12, 16.
Okay. That was a green card you used for the reroll, right? You didn't use the bond ideal flaw. You used the green card. You took 7 damage.
Took
7
3.
damage.
Took 3.
Took
Yes.
3. Nice.
Oh, sorry. I saw the second one. Gotcha. With that said, you could use a... I don't see any Constitution bonus ones, so just the inspiration one. That's all we've got really now. So, deal inspiration.
Oh.
We'll use Kyler's from 34 days ago.
Kyler.
Done. Are you all happy with your rolls?
So I actually played a +2 to roll or damage an hour ago.
You could use a +2 to roll, but it's green, and she already used a green inspiration
Yeah,
card, so she can't
okay.
use that.
Adam, do you want to use it?
Well, yeah, I'll bump me up to a 19.
Okay. And
+2 to a
then-
roll. Done.
Let me see if I've got one for myself. 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
know.
I got one. We'll use Tricksters. There's one from Trickster. And
Okay.
then we have one from... I'm just going back into the archives, and we'll use one from KJ. So, boom, you
Okay.
both get a +2. Now, what do you got?
I got 22.
Okay.
One away from a Michael Jordan.
Okay. So, you got
Thank you, my
you just
savior,
got a
Michael
Michael,
Jordan.
but no Jordan.
Correct.
So, what about you, Adam? What do you got now?
Puts me at a 19, and then Diana, if she... Do you have a +2? Or you
Can't.
just-
She already
No,
used a
she
green
can't.
card.
Oh, I should use it. That's
Sorry,
right.
Diana, I
She's a-
tried.
It's all good.
16.
It's all good. I'm at 16.
I'm happy to tell you that a 16 is the number that you need.
Whew.
Otherwise, you would have taken 4d12 damage.
Oh my god.
As the smell in the room seeps in, you see almost like... You ever walked in a room that's dusty, you open the door, and the dust starts to settle again? It looks like that, but it's larger flakes.
Ew.
That is exactly what it is. As dead skin starts to fall in the room as the door shuts.
Oh.
From behind the veil, you hear the raspy voice of the governor. It is saying something, but you would need to know the language or your other power. It's not on your list. It sounds just like the other person, though. Same language as the other person that you found earlier. So I would have to ask the other two, what languages do you know?
Not that one.
Probably not that one.
Yeah. No, human, elvish.
You could risk your cloak touching it, but that is up to you.
No. Not yet.
And that potion wouldn't do anything, Kelly?
We don't know. We can, let me just figure out. So I've got Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
So none of us know it.
No.
Take a look at, I don't think I've got anything here.
How about we play
0%.
charades?
Charades. Well, you want to go up and open the veil, we can talk about why you can't play charades.
So, can we make a roll to figure out if the Speak with Dead potion would help us? in
You would
this
have
instance?
to see them first.
Okay.
So you'd have to open the veil.
Oh, no.
F. Correct. Whoever played that.
F in
in
chat. I will go. And there's like nothing to
You
like
do
pull the
look
curtains
at your
away.
look at your new things your robes can do.
Oh, dude, yes. So like I look at it, I'm like, hold on, and then everything starts rustling, and then
It would be the robe itself. That would be
Yeah.
the equivalent of what does it.
right, the robe like kind of reaches out and phases through and casts Mage Hand. to
No.
part the curtain. Oh,
Think of it
that's
like the robe doing it.
Right, but
It's
yeah.
lo-
but-
it would be reached out whatever the
Yeah.
distance is and does it.
so the robe reaches out itself and very quickly moves the curtains away.
Inside,
see
there is a black spherical bird cage with the head of the governor in the middle of it, hanging upside down like a bat inside the cage. Just the head. His winged ears folded around its face. As it pulls apart, you see red eyes peer through the bat wings.
What is that?
And it's still chanting. Or not chanting, speaking in the language you don't know. So, would it work? Maybe? Maybe, but it's not dead.
Right.
Drew said, oh, for fuck's sake.
Does the glove seem like it's doing anything or talking to me?
You can hear its voice in when you really focus, you can hear, but it's really quiet, like whispers. Same language as the other one. It's not your glove, though, is not speaking to you.
I hear the voice.
Like when you put your ear near it, it's like it's resonating from it.
I see that in either curse or what. Can I detect magic on him?
Sure, yeah, you can throw detect magic up. In the room, there are many objects that glow. A lot of them are covered. The cage is not magical. The bed is not magical, but the dead skin cells that fall in the area are magical. Like the dried skin. His body is laying below him. And it is kind of like when the door's shut, you can see the skin kind of blow off of him in the room. The windows are shut. Everything that cannot create wind, like they're doing their best to stop wind from blowing in this room.
Okay.
And hence why the veil's down too, so it doesn't escape too much.
Right.
Do anything. Is there a check we can do?
Estide tried using detect magic, and then I was
Religion.
gonna see like religion.
Okay. Well, I have it too.
Religion or history, actually. History is a disadvantage, though, as a heads up.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep. It's a very difficult roll for this. Unless you want to use knowledge of Palanthus.
I mean, let's rack up those Takesis points, I suppose.
Yo, hey, what would it hurt for me to have Takesis points in this room right now?
I mean, it's only going to give you 20 of them, so...
Hey. No. Purple cards are 10. The 20 is
Okay.
the difficulty that it covers. Oops.
Ooh.
What do my cards do that have the scales on it? I don't know what that does.
Which one? The green or the blue? One is the breath weapon that you have, remember?
What's the other one?
It's the Takisa scales we don't know yet.
You used it.
All right.
What if I used it?
You could use it right now.
I mean, you could if you'd like. That's up to you.
Should I?
I don't know. The coughing is a nice effect. That's probably what's going on in
Sorry.
here. Keep breathing that in. Keep breathing that shit in. Go ahead. I love making bad guys.
That's what our entire party is turning into already. We don't need your help.
Nope.
I'm not good at religion or history. So if we can't figure out, we should... Unless S-Tide is confident in his ability to roll, I feel like maybe we should use a knowledge of Palanthus.
I will tell you that, Valina, you hear both. Like, they're communicating with each other, though. You do notice that one says something, then another says something. And they keep saying the same things.
They're talking to each other. I just don't.
And you see, like, a waver around her gauntlet. Like a... As they're... seem to be communicating. No one else can hear it but you, unless you, like, lean in. Like, if you're... You know how you can hear a phone when it's on the counter? But if it's turned down really far, you can only hear it if you put it to your head. That's what the gauntlet's like right now.
All right.
For those who are new and don't know what Valina's gauntlet is, hold on here. I will pull up this lovely piece. These are the claws of Tharkesis that she currently has. Let me bring them on screen for you all.
Oh, this is very stressful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
S-Tide, do you know what you want to do? Or are we doing a Knowledge of Palanthus.
Or are you getting the fuck out? Or are you going to do Knowledge of Palanthus? What do we want to do here?
Yeah, no, I went for a history check, and you said I rolled a nat 20, but then you said it was a disadvantage.
I did.
Yeah.
Unless someone can wash that out, but I don't think you can.
Can I use my eye for detail? Look around, see if there's anything hidden.
Somebody would have to aid you in religion.
I was going to say, can I just aid him?
Are you proficient?
No.
Can't on this then.
I can't do anything.
I think we have one Knowledge of Palanthus left. No, we don't. We're out.
If we don't...
Okay.
Oh gosh, look. What's going on in my magic card deck? Let me figure it out. Oh, look, it's a Knowledge of Palanthus. What a surprise.
That's what happens when you make D&D pay to win, everybody.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Apologies, I forgot my classic line. I am here to buy our way to victory. Let's go, Monday.
That's true. That's true. It's true. It's true.
So we're using the Knowledge of Palanthus card because I am very scared.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's up to y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's risk it.
All right, so Knowledge of Palanthus, difficulty 20. How do I want to do this? Because there are people in chat that shouldn't know this.
Oh.
More secrets.
And I feel like...
More secrets.
I feel like... I don't want them to know this before Tuesday.
And
Okay.
whisper it to us. Not me.
Hey, audience, have you ever had this happen to you before?
Are we putting them on timeout?
All right, everybody, I'm putting you on timeout. We'll be right back.
Okay, wait, I gotta type.
Okay. All right.
I'm back. It's cool.
Cool. So then would the potion work?
Yeah.
No, because it would be undead.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So then, shit, would I want to do, would the thing that I want to do actually work or no?
Which part? Which one? You sent it in Discord? I'm sorry.
I said, like, the, in our private,
yes. But
It
the
would.
other version.
So I'd have to flip it?
I mean...
Okay, so
or
hold on,
you
hold
would
on,
have to hope that has the ability to cure it. If you want to try to cure with it, we're going to be making a piety roll. 20% chance piety roll if you're willing to use it as a piety chance. Otherwise, you know what happens when you use that to undead.
Hold on.
Well, hold on. So you said they weren't undead.
No. They are undead. Yes.
Dead.
They
Okay,
are undead.
Okay.
Vargoyles are undead.
So then...
Hold on. I read what I just said in Monday.
Okay,
So-
hold on.
While you guys I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to solo
Christ.
while you guys are having
Sorry.
a discussion. No, secret time is fine for me. I love it. I can go talk to my audience right now. It's going to be totally fine. Go ahead, have your private time. So everybody, welcome to the GM show where we all get to talk and have fun. Let's get some mood music here. I feel that this is needed for this section of the show for everybody. How are y'all doing? We're going to play How to Impress Girls. That's the music. This seems like suiting for Kelly. Yeah, super sad music. So for those who are wondering what happened, they have realized what's going on and are scared. And when your players are scared, they start typing rapid. It sounds like mice walking in the background because they are typing so fast to each other right now out of concern for what is going on. So for those who don't know, Vargoyles are human heads and their ears turn into big bat wings. That's why Drew said, for fuck's sake, because he knows these things. They're one of my favorite creatures. They're just disturbing looking. But now the governor is one of those, and oh man, is it gonna get bad? We haven't even started this yet. We're not even into this yet. We're not even here. I have a pretty Look at this. Look at this beautiful picture that we're not even going to get to see yet. We have this lovely fort. None of this is my fault. None of this is my fault. Thank you for all the cards that were purchased tonight and all the cards that have been played. My God. So many cards have been played today. Have you made a decision in the background, y'all? You can do what you want to do. You just risk it going south. And we've only had deity show up. We've only had deific power show up twice so far in 13 episodes. One was when the rod in the tree showed up with Hagen and Easttide. And then the other one was with the twins. The sisters. I keep saying twins. They're not actually twins. They're sisters. Half sisters, if I remember correctly. All right, so we going back? All right.
So brace yourselves.
Brace yourselves for me dying. Let's do it.
I got the
Break.
sad music going.
Got the sad music.
Here. I figure. You know what we need? We need summer.
How to Win
Here,
Over
I'll
Girls?
get some dandelions floating in the background for you. The nice summer, the decayed flesh floating in the room. It's in the background. I'm not even fucking with you.
All right. Total party kill. Let's do it.
Right
okay,
here.
so that's right. Okay, Vaylina, I'm handing you
Oh no.
the.
Why me?
Well, it's either you or us side. Whoever wants to take it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Mirror's Starlit Sphere.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
Is that the light?
That's the one where
The
if
constellation
we use
globe.
The constellation globe, because undead must make a DC 15 con save, or they cannot enter the 20-foot radius for 8 hours.
Okay. I hold
So
the
what I'm
globe.
thinking. Okay, so you cannot cast spells outside. You cannot attack or cast spells outside of the aura, but that's
Correct.
not what I'm intending on doing.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to be like, if we do it while he's in the radius, is that going to force him out or no? Or is he going to take?
You would want to
to.
back up enough to where he's not. This room's large.
Okay.
It's probably
I want-
60 by 40.
I want one of you to use it by the door,
Okay.
so that in case something happens, it'll be harder for whatever happens to get out. You see what I mean?
Yes, I will go by the
Here,
door.
you don't read
because I
beard. Here,
don't
I'm
do
helping you.
magic.
There you go. You don't read
I'm
beard.
going by the door.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know how piety rolls work. I mean,
I
I
do.
do because I did. Oh no, correction, I do, and I rolled really poorly.
Don't
once
worry,
by
the
rolling
audience is
too
gonna
high.
roll.
I know.
Audience, can I get exclamation point percentiles?
Oh my
And while
God.
you're doing that, it's a 20 instead of what it normally is, which is based on your piety level. Because you're using the card, it's based on the card's level, which is the 20. Its piety
Okay.
is 20. So how are you doing this? Are you not going to be in the globe?
No, because I'm casting the spell.
All right. How far from him do you want to be?
Yeah!
How far from him do you want to be?
I am going to be like 5 to 10 feet. Like, I don't know how this is going to work. Like, how close do I have to be to actually use this
Same distance as the spell.
as the spell? Okay, hold on. I'll look it up. Hold on.
This is that 5
Let's
saved
fucking
this
do it.
entire party.
Let's fucking do it. Oh,
Because I
it's
made
range
a
of 60
command for the disease for you all to use, but we don't have to use it this time. So
It's a range of 60.
okay,
Feet.
so you're gonna be like edge of the globe casting like back into it.
Well, I'm gonna be like 30 to like 20 to 30 feet because I want him. Can't believe I'm saying this. I want him to see me as I'm doing it, so he hopefully recognizes I'm an ally.
Okay.
Like I
okay.
would have been doing this even without the result of the roll.
So when you pull the orb out and you spin it, a constellation goes, and they go out and around and they make this sphere, and they connect the dots between all of the. Remember, the stars in the sky are currently gone because there are no deities. And Drew asked about this on the previous show, and I didn't want to say anything until this was used.
We're doing it.
When the stars go out, boom, There are like bright white starlights in the room. Not enough to blind you, but enough to see. When you use the Deific Heal card,
Can I describe what I do?
Yeah, I'll say you see two silhouettes on each side, or sorry, three. One on each side of the bed, because, it's against the wall, show up and they part the veil.
Okay.
What do you do from there before I describe the saving throws?
Okay. Well, we still hopefully have Bless Up, hopefully.
Yeah, sure, why not? Why
not? Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So I go in, and I think because of this, and I can't use Subtle Spell, and I think because it's a Deific Healing card, this is what happens. So Adriel, is 20 feet away, and she's like, Governor Miat, Kalaman cannot afford to let you fall. We need you to live. And I say, Shinare, please, hear my prayers, because we need the rule of law to help get us through this. And what everyone will see is a bright, golden griffin wing, burns through her armor on her right side of her arm, almost like a tattoo placement.
Sure.
And then you see it also spring out the same side. And then I think behind him with the three people parting the veil, a set of scales show up, and they kind of tip up and down before they balance out.
Okay. So let me grab this motherfucker. I want the audience to be able to see what this guy looks like.
Oh, gross. Oh, no.
Yeah, dude, he is great. He is great. I'm making him large on the screen so the audience can see him. This is what a Vargoyle looks like. Just a head with stretched ears and faint. His teeth have cracked and they're all jagged. His eyes open. You see the red start to fade away. The three silhouettes, a white, a red, and a black silhouette, reach in and put hands on his chest, and it depresses the flesh as they reach in between the ribs of this man, and the one at the front, which is the white, reaches into his chest cavity. You see the skin start to come back to life. You ever seen those healers that do the fake skin push?
Right.
That's what it looks like.
All right.
As they do that, the head ignites on fire.
Okay.
Do you step back into the globe?
No.
You don't.
I want to make sure it goes through. I need to make sure it goes off.
Then the two of you, I have to make rolls as the undead is expelled and the disease smashes against the constellation globe because it is a living disease. It does not pass the globe. Unfortunately, that means you have to make me a Constitution saving throw because you're outside the globe.
I get that.
It does look like a goblin a little bit. They do a little bit. Is that a 2?
25!
So as your cloak
so
wraps
loud. I
around you and
apologize.
covers you, all the debris of the skin cells hit. Against the back wall behind the globe, you see a stretched out like you flayed somebody, dead skin on the wall behind the globe. And then as soon as they appeared, they vanish. The room, the decay smell starts to go away. The smell of almost blood and ichor fills the room, more of a copper and iron smell. As you see the first breath of the guy as the hole in his stomach seals back up. I need the audience to roll me percentiles again for the amount of years that are taken off of his life. Given back to him.
Oh.
This could be a Benjamin Button moment.
Let's go.
Exclamation
Let's go,
point
Chad.
1D100,
Let's do
please. I hope they roll
74.
50. That means he's fucking 8 years old.
it. Please don't roll 50. Roll
Please roll
over
50.
for this, people.
Please roll 50.
Michael Jordan.
Please roll
go.
all the
Someone
way.
Hold on.
I see it.
42!
He is a young, very handsome governor now. He
We're
is.
just gonna lie and say you're his
Hold on
son,
here. I
it's
gotta
fine.
find his age. Hold on. He is 63 years old.
Okay.
Okay,
He's
okay.
63.
All right. He might be getting the hookup with some ladies
young.
later. We don't know.
Real close. He's young.
Oh,
He is
Oh, God.
handsome.
my head hurts so much right now.
He sits upright, and when he sits up, his head hits the hanging thing, and he kind of holds his head as he splits it, and he's got a scar across his eye from the bones hanging from inside the cage.
You know what? At least he's not dead.
No, he's somehow the
gargoyle.
scar has made him more handsome. With that said, his eyes are a bright blue. They fade to the normal color they were before, that steel gray. And he sits up and he looks around the room and he goes, "What just happened to me? I had visions of flying through the night sky. I felt very sick. And he calls. He said, Adriel, and those are your two companions. You're from the messengers and you work for the marshal." And he looks around and says, "Why is it so dark in here?" He stands up. He's totally naked. He walks over to the window and opens the windows up.
Wait.
And remember, he's got a balcony where you would speak out of when you're doing your big statements.
Sir.
And he opens it, and the city streets are fucking covered in people.
Governor Miat.
Yeah, you need clothes, please.
Hold on. I use minor illusion to make him look like he's dressed.
What's my role?
Let's
It's
see.
equal to your DC.
Because it's an illusion spell.
Would you like to also raise the DC?
It's an illusion spell. I'm an amateur, so it's a base of 17. I will raise the DC by 1.
All right. I
New
will.
clothes,
Is this
baby.
like a Beauty and the Beast moment at the end where like it turns into a human?
Except
It's
we're
like-
not hooking up.
We'll use
He's got a
Kyler's.
sister though.
He walks out and he goes, "Oh, there are a lot of people outside." And he shuts the curtains and he looks down. He's like, "And I am not actually wearing clothes."
Right, but you were about to. I didn't want.
And he like pushes through him.
I didn't want the city to see you naked, sir.
"I have a lot of questions. Can you please get my advisor?" After I get dressed, and he starts running around the room looking for clothes to put on. He's like, "None of this fits. I'm small. I'm fit." And he's like corded. He's in good shape.
Well,
Like he's statuesque.
sir. The good news is that you're alive. The bad news is I might have some explaining to do.
As he pulls the mirror off, he looks in the mirror and he goes, "Oh Lord, I am young."
But on the upside, you're younger again. So, you know.
Needs more time for you to live and have fun.
You look
I was-
incredibly handsome.
I was
Yes,
just
you're very
gonna
young.
retire. I'm young now.
I mean,
the-
you can still retire, but it was either you or it doesn't. I did it for the good of Kalamon, and I apologize. I just
What in the name of the gods just happened? And the camera pans back as you guys explain what happened. It goes through the doors to the advisor who's sitting outside, hearing the commotion. Outside the window, the gargoyle can be seen watching. The crowds down below are cheering.
he at least knows. So okay.
Cheering about what's going on. And
so
then some of
dead.
the older people, as the camera from bird's eye fly down, some of the older citizens are like, "It looks like the young governor," and like they're speaking about his time and tenure when he was younger. With that said, it fades to black and comes back up with Valina and the marshal. Where are you having this conversation? And who all is with you? Can be everybody, up to you. And this is after this point.
It can be everyone.
Where would you like to be?
Somewhere private in case.
Well, I can tell you the city is just like throwing a fucking party right now.
Okay, so if everyone's busy, then
No. I mean, like, privacy is going to be either in the castle, in the commander's place, or your council chamber, which she does not know about.
no, it would be somewhere in the castle.
Okay.
This castle. Yeah.
So somewhere in the lower levels of the castle, you set to have
Yes.
conversation. Outside, you could hear the people cheering in the streets. Parades are actually going on now. She goes, I still can't believe what happened. Is how she starts the conversation. She's like, but with that, we have a few things to discuss. Are the other two people that you were going to pick to help you with this?
Yes, and is Adriel and Aldrin. Yes.
Yes, I know both of them. You both went for the other job that we have. You've
Yes.
done amazing work for Kalamon so far. Look, we've had rumors and sightings, I should say, not rumors, sightings from both the west and the east down the river. Sightings of draconians robbing ships and pulling ships to the shore. We don't have a good way to keep a lookout for Capwn, but north of here there's an old fort, Fort Dyer. It hasn't been used in decades, and one of our scouts have come back after crossing the river saying that they have seen some of the Red Dragon army at this fort. This is too close to home. The scout said there was only a handful. When he came back across the river, there were none. Their carts are still there, and everything they parked on the north side are still there. He didn't venture in, but he said that he could hear voices within the walls. I would like to send you and a few soldiers to look into this. I don't expect you to clear it unless you think that can be done, but you are the, should I say, stealthiest amongst everybody. Better than most of our scouts, and the one that I would have sent, he's currently busy taking care of some other issues. I'd like to offer this to you to do. Offer, what am I saying? You're doing this. I will pay, of course, 25 steel apiece. If you do find that they're there, I will send a small group of soldiers with you. I can only afford 10 right now after what's happened. You can bring them with you if they need to raid the keep with you or the fort with you. I will give you command over them. I have no... It's been a decade. I don't have a blueprint. I don't have much of anything. All I can tell you is that it is a walled-in, fairly well-kept fort up until a decade ago. You're talking full palisade walls around this fort. It was made to protect from the shore and invaders. But it's also a little bit of a lookout. They would send messages from there as a warning from things coming down the river. With what's going on here right now, there's no way in hell I can leave. Since the governor is now, 20?
Is good looking now, yes.
Not my concern. Not my concern.
I smile just a little bit when she says he's 20.
Concern. Not my concern. I was intending for this to be his last few years. We were training the next up, and now he's here again. This city is never going to change. Ever.
Okay, well, we talk about that another time.
There's nothing you could do about it. You already did everything you could do. She does not sound inherently happy. Happy he's alive, but not happy that he's young and can just do this again for 20 or 30 years.
I say he might decide to retire after everything that's happened.
Oh, is that your opinion?
No, he said it out loud to us. He wanted to retire.
He has
He
said
did say
that
it
for
out loud.
20 years.
Considering what had happened, I think he might take it a little bit more seriously once we get this situation
Oh, sure.
resolved.
True.
Yeah, seriously.
Opportunity to live a different life for him if he decides.
Anything else you'd like to give me insight on that I've been here for 20 years already? The first time around.
My cloak snaps a little bit.
No, that is all. I will go do the job.
Is there anything else that I can answer that doesn't involve the nightmare that is going on upstairs and the parades in the street and we don't have enough men to patrol? Literally, they're throwing a party in what is the beginning of war. I guess morale's high.
Better than a funeral and a war of succession.
Is it? Is it better than a few? I didn't want him dead. I just wanted her to take over so that we could institute the things we need to protect ourselves from the encroaching armies surrounding us like a fire.
With my time spent with Alana, would I know that she's actually being trained to work
The
well in
governor has been
wartime?
teaching her slowly over the last, like, 5 years she's been here, 4 years she's been doing this, to how to do, like, the job he does. She's spoken for him before when he's, fallen ill or
Right, but like,
didn't want
would
to do
she
it.
be? Would she like just? I don't know. I'm not necessarily on her level, but would she have been ready to handle this situation if it had fallen into her lap?
This quickly, no. But within the next year or two, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen though. He was gonna die pretty quick.
Yeah, look, the sickness was not something we had planned. He was planning to retire in the next 2 years and to hand this off to her so that we didn't have to worry about the Baccharuses taking hold of this, the younger, the elder. And now the elder thinks he's part of the army.
It's not going to happen.
Really?
Um,
Well, I would like you to see this. And she, like, walks over and she, like, opens the war room door, and that you can see the map of Ansalon, and there are figures all over for army movements. This man is planning war. And he's been given the okay by the sick governor. And now the governor's young and partying in the streets.
Does she leave that open for long? Can I take a quick glance and see if I can kind of see?
She doesn't even shut the fucking door.
Oh, okay.
She's frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah. While she's talking, I want to just kind of glance over, see if.
Give
because
me
this-
an
she said
intellect
this was
check
kinda
unless
cool.
you have a skill that would be privy to helping you with this.
You said
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, I can do.
I keep saying intellect like I'm running Cypher system.
You know what?
This
whatever.
group was Cypher, so I see them and I think Cypher.
Intelligence. Okay. 18.
Yeah, you take it in pretty well. You have an idea. Baccharis and them have been sending units out all over the place, it looks like. Your group is blue. The commanders are gold. They have red stained wooden blocks for the Red Army for spottings throughout Ansalon. And then you can see Voyager's Hearth, the group that is headed south to look into where that mechanical dragon showed up and the rumors of it being built over there. And then you can see one that is painted green and blue. That is, you're guessing, Darrent and his battalion.
Marshall, I have a question.
Sure. Evelina.
Sorry, where is the?
No, it's okay.
where
I'm
is
sorry. I'm
Beck-
frustrated.
It's okay. Where is Becklin? Like, the body? Or...
Oh God, I haven't seen Becklin since she was with the hospitalers.
She's where?
She was being tended to in the hospital with the healers.
Did she pass?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't left this room in 14 days. And she points to the other corner of the room where it's a cot, food, and a footlocker.
Okay.
I have heard rumor that she has not been seen. You don't hear it anymore, though, if that's your question.
Yeah.
So, if we can take this fort and get us a foothold to the north, and she walks into the war room to show you on the map where this is supposedly at. So I'm going to take us through the maps on this page, and we're going to zoom in. The Mighty Maps. So this is Kalaman. Here. Right?
Yep.
I'll make it so the audience can see it. I apologize, audience.
Kalaman.
Bats! So this is Kalaman.
Okay.
All right. This is where the fort is. About a day ride. A little over it. About 8 hours. Like a good 8-hour ride. It is in Kalaman Bay. Okay. But you could see, it faces out into the bay.
Okay.
So they would definitely be able to see, like, incoming, any armies that are coming from inside the bay.
Okay.
Would we have seen it at all when we were going?
No, because you came in and you come down. Oh, when you went by? Yeah, you would have seen it. Yeah, that's true. You would have seen it riding by here. It's behind some trees, but yes.
All right. I don't want to ask that until after we're out of the Marshal's wrath.
So that is where I would need you to go, if you can.
We can do it.
I know you can. I'm worried about if the army is still there, how close the Red Army has moved. That's what I'm worried about. Besides the governor throwing a citywide house party.
We will go to the fort. We will see. We can send word if it's getting bigger.
We
said-
should be able to provide some fighters force and everything.
I'm gonna 10 soldiers with you.
Well, as
small
you say,
detachment.
anyway, well, at least one of them being a good scout, you know, and whatever information.
Unfortunately, we don't have any scouts left. All the scouts have been sent out to see how close the encroaching army is.
Okay.
They've been sent in pairs of 2. I don't have any that I can offer up right now.
I think that's why we're being sent.
Sure.
You
That's
would
fair.
be in the right. I don't think we are in danger right now, but by the end of summer we could be. They can travel faster. There's no weather stopping them
Right.
from getting to us. And we don't really have enough men to defend after what has happened. We lost or fired, I should say, or imprisoned over 50 soldiers, and a lot of them being higher up lieutenants.
Because they went against?
Well, they tried to take the castle from myself and other soldiers that were there shortly after you all left. And when the few that we struck down, raised into
the
skeletal
skeletal
soldiers
creatures.
yet again, with that purple flame within the skull.
All right. Well,
Rihan said she might know something about these undead soldiers, but I have not seen her either. Because, you know, there's no windows here. I'm
Rihan
literally
is-
in the dungeon planning.
Weehan is indisposed of taking care of tower business that
Oh,
is related
great.
to this.
Our highest and most powerful mage in the city is indisposed for the Towers of High Sorcery. Fucking knew we should have got another one. No offense to you. So, also, congrats, I guess, on whatever that is.
I passed my trial.
They should have hemmed your cloak. It's a little long.
I like it.
The robe does touch, like, everything always.
I know. I'm like, you know what? But it adds a little bit of a dramatic flair.
There's like some on a shelf holding on to something. Part
so
of it's
just
on
to,
the
like-
door. Always ready to mage hand something.
So just to like re-baseline, the marshal, after me like losing my temper a little bit, I'm like, well, I mean, you know, it's nice material, very dramatic. You know, women love the cloak.
I disagree.
Well, you might disagree.
I disagree.
But-
Fitted armor is better than something I trip over when I'm pulling a weapon.
Well, correction. It's not that they love taking off the cloak.
Please don't do that here right now. Fort Dyer, one day away,
Dyer.
and she walks back into the war room and shuts the door. You know the way out. There's only one. I haven't seen the
make
light
sure-
of day in 14.
Make
but
sure you get some air.
Yeah, yeah,
out for a
yeah.
minute.
I'll breathe it through this crack in the fucking wall.
As soon as she slams the door, I turn to Vaylina and S-Tide, I'm like, Fort Dyer, is that the stronghold?
Pull out the deed. And
Hell
look at
yeah.
it.
Let's fucking go.
So, is anything going to be shared? Any
Yeah,
information?
Well, as she pulls that out too, I say, well, you have that one, and I tend to have this one. I'll reach into my pouch, and I met with Druk Mudpow once we got back as well. You know, charge of a Maesters Guild, and he's claiming that this, and he hands over a spell case. A spell case.
I mean, it's the right setting.
A spell
Right.
case?
A skull
case.
case? That's a skull and a
Skull
case
case.
all in one.
Okay.
And you guys actually see it has
Scroll.
the Calman government castle seal on it.
Okay.
He told me that they're claiming that this is the actual deed to it.
What?
But
This
we've
is their
seen
thing.
What do you mean? He's
but we've seen the other deed.
Correct?
Did they I don't want to talk. I'm just like, we're not talking about this here.
Okay. With that said, She says the men will be ready. She probably would have told you the men will be ready by the end of day if you would like to leave today, or if you want to leave tomorrow, they can be ready by tomorrow. This would be about 48 hours after you guys got back to town, decided what you're doing with the armor plates, got the anvil in spot, all that kind of stuff.
What are we looking at time like right now? Where are we at?
Your choice. Daytime.
Yeah,
The party
I mean,
in the streets probably started at sunup. As it crested over the 2 statues outside of Kalamon Knights, he's out there going, everybody! And like just literally younging it up.
The deed. Back when we discovered there was a copy. What is it? Magical? Was it magical? Is it
No.
magical?
No, they were not. If there's ever a magical deed that leaves here, Adriel, you would know there would be the wax that's magical, but outside of that,
Okay.
Weeham would have to make it to be magical.
Right.
And she would definitely not do that. 'Cause
Correct.
Fuck you, pay me.
Right. Fuck you, pay me is
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what
That
she
is
said
her
before
belief.
to
Her
me.
belief. It's
Um,
true.
It's true. Okay, so let's go back. Let's reconvene,
Okay.
discuss what you received, S-Tide, and compare it to what we have on hand.
Okay. Where would you like to reconvene?
Yo, let's just go. Unless anyone has any objections, let's just go to our Chamber of Secrets, yo.
Yeah.
I guess we could do that.
Get your secrets, boys.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, Jesus. Katie, stop it.
What did Katie say?
You pull off a deed switch, don't get trapped in a clock. Get out of here.
All right, so here's a pin for
Go
where
home.
that is, just so you guys have access to
Okay.
marker. All right. If that's what we want to do and go back to the Chamber of Secrets, we can go back to the Chamber of Secrets. All right.
Yes.
So as you guys all make your way back, and you make it to the chamber, I would like
Okay.
to point out that there is 2 people talking inside the chamber before you make it in.
Okay.
Like you touch the door, do the thing that you need to do, open it up, and the door reopens into the right room instead of the warehouse. Inside there is the Liam, the person you dealt with before, talking to someone else. You can see it is a bronze set of coins up out of the ground of a dragon. And they are discussing in Draconic their next movement versus the Red Army.
Okay.
When you come in, the coins and shatter onto the horde. And he turns around, he's like, "Oh, you're back! How was your trip? Did the 14 days, were they safe? Is anyone harmed? Nice robes.
Thank you, sir.
How much?"
It was my trial.
No. I mean, to add to the horde. When you're done with them.
I mean, I suppose if I die and the robe decides it's okay with being added to the horde,
He smiles. When you die?
I don't. You'll have to talk to the robe about that, sir.
Oh. No. I don't feel like talking to the torn up, hole-filled, yet very nice materialed robe.
Reaching out, grabbing everything.
Everything else, don't stop touching things. Are you back for something important? I see you brought an anvil back. Do you know what this is?
We brought an anvil and another bar.
Well, those are in the shelf over there. But do you know what this is here? And he has it on like a dais, and you can see like construct creatures. They're small, but they are building a forge around it in the middle of the chamber.
You know, it's his chamber. He bought it. It's...
Do you know what this is?
I mean, I would assume the Dragonlance anvil.
And the Dragonlance anthem. You're not very studied, are you?
Oh,
No, I've been in jail quite some time, so.
Oh, you know prison rules. No prison rules here. That's not what this is about. This anvil is also of a it's not dragon metal. I know it looks like it, but it is not. It is a very important anvil. They say this is what was used to create where my father and I rested. An anvil similar to this was struck, and the noise created a space for us to live in, similar to kind of this chamber. But I think we can use it to forge that metal. I just need the hammer, which I don't have, and you don't suppose you know? Have you seen anyone with a silver arm around the city?
Silver arm or silver?
Shoulder down, whole thing.
Have we?
No,
No.
not around the city.
I mean, we might find someone in the revelry that's going on in the streets.
We
I'm gonna
need
miss out on that.
someone who can wield the hammer, and if you don't have the right hand to do it, you come up with it just basically deconstructs your body. But if you have the hammer and the hand and the arm and the anvil, we can forge that metal into whatever we like. We don't have to make lances. We can make anything. We can mint coins if we wanted, which would be a waste of that metal, but you get the point.
Right.
One hit, done.
So I don't know. We can maybe, I don't know, maybe,
Full metal, hilarious.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Maybe Green Shield's proteges might know of somebody, or there might be something in the journals.
Daren't, that twit.
Oh, he's a knight now.
Okay, that twit that's a knight now.
Right, no, we still have the journals to go through. We might find some hints there on some.
Oh, they're all tacked to the wall. He's got them like tacked up with notes all around them.
Okay.
And like way high spots that obviously only a dragon can reach.
Of course.
What's in there?
Of course. Well,
Does Easttide have the ability? You know you're very good. Your family's wealthy. Do they maybe know where the arm is? If they've seen it, all you can miss. It's all silver, very similar to the metal bars. It is shiny. It looks human-esque. All 5 digits. But it is usually attached to somebody, which would help us. Usually means they're a smith. Ironfeld is usually the name right now that it is attached to.
so. Well, I met him too, so.
He never said his name. Only said his first name
Only says
to
first
you.
name.
He said both
Both.
to him.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know anybody. Not my wheelhouse.
And like you see those like silver piercing eyes look right at you, Easttide.
Huh?
Do you happen to know of anybody?
No, you talked about one of Ispin's friends, yeah, the one that I was with, the one that I went to Vogler with.
Oh, the weird individual, the one who saved you.
Yes, Hagen.
Hagen. I don't know that name.
Oh, was he the one with the chatty skull that I was get? You guys weren't there.
Oh yeah. He does have a chatty skull.
He has a,
yeah,
I got into it a little bit with his chatty skull. His chatty skull is very sassy. I actually like him.
Very, very much so.
I
but-
feel left out. I don't know who we're talking.
So Hagen is one of the gentlemen of Ispin's friends. You know, they've been the other ones that have kind of been, I guess you could say, helping us out on the sidelines.
I might have saw him.
We did see them. We remember
We saw them
when
in
the
Fogler.
skeletons and the undead and everything were attacking the castle. We did see them down the hallway.
There as well.
Okay.
There was him. There's the one knight, and then there were the 2 sisters.
2 sisters, yes.
My
Okay.
friend that I was just speaking with says that he might know where the hammer is. I've sent him to hopefully locate it, but if we have an Ironfeld here, that's the last family to ever use the silver arm of Ergoth.
Yes, that's right. I guess find him. Well, but the thing is, I mean, to talk to him, I do believe his group went down south. They we were told that they went investigating something, so it's probably best. I could always see if we could talk to him when they get back.
If we're back in time,
Yeah,
because we have our own mission.
I don't mean to stop. Look, I'm never a boss that tells you what to do. You're helping me. Do you know where in the south that he went?
Would we have known that they're heading towards the same place Felina and Yelena are heading?
Well, yeah, they told you where they're going, yeah.
Okay.
They are, I can tell you specifically where they are going. They are going to down to Eskerbrook south to Rookdust Workshop. She is a gnome in the area that is a well-known tinker gnome. It's Rookledust. Rookledust. Rookledust? I think that sounds right.
So yeah, they're going to that shop, I guess. Yelena is going down there.
Well, excellent. He turns, he walks in the middle of a conversation around a mound of coins and does not come back out. You're welcome, Tuesday.
Okay, good talk. Thank you, boss. That's what I say.
Okay. Okay. So.
I mean, if he can get what we need, if he can get what we need, then I'm wondering maybe. Ooh, this is pushing it. I might maybe when we're back, I might be able to maybe convince the governor to let us see the hammer.
So it gets very quiet in here again. Not the hammer, the arm.
Oh, whatever we've got.
It's very quiet in here again. There's no noise besides the people building this forge around this. It's very small. It's just like a water basin and a table, and it's very nothing crazy, but it's all made of metal.
Okay. So are we looking at these deeds to figure out what's going on?
I haven't broken this one open yet. It just has the deed, and that's what.
There's plenty of tables in here. I mean, you're next to the anvil. I guess you could lay on the anvil.
I don't want to lay it on the anvil in case it's like trapped.
Okay. It's not trapped. They've been fucking with it the whole time.
But
I meant the deed that he got.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, this was handed to me from Drake and also Opal, the Minotaur that helped us out on the boat escaping from Valdler.
Oh,
okay.
And there were a couple other things too, and I pull out the other scrolls and I said, so they kind of want to get in on this if we're able to actually take this fort back. They want to help build up a shipping port and shipping materials, stone, wood, and services as well. We'd get a 10% kickback on it if we're able to take it over. So a little bit of money coming in that way for us.
I mean, that would help fund what we're doing. It would help throw a banger wedding.
It would be a great wedding.
But after the wedding, it would also help fund what we're trying to do.
I'm ready to decorate. You know, I wanted to decorate something since I was locked up for so long.
But that is in case we are able to take it back. I think that could be beneficial. Especially we had talked about possibility if it's our location, if we have the people from Volgular.
If it's
as well.
Yeah, if it's our location, and they're willing to buy in on the shipping port, we just have a brand new wharf for Vogler's populace.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to compare the two?
Yeah, that was my big... Because we've seen one, and then we looked at the one that we have, and technically it's legit, but there's a little bit of there, and now we've got a third one, so...
Yeah. So I'll
Let's fucking go.
stand back, I guess. You said you wanted to be wary of traps. I'll use my spear and I'll break the seal.
All right. So on yours or on the old one?
On the one that I just received.
So as you pop it off and you unroll it, it is identical deed. It is dated in the last year, with the addendum that the Masoners Guild and the Shipwrights Guild are allowed to build a dock on site. And it will be under the protection of the Capwn military. It is signed by the governor. It is sealed properly. His signet ring is on it. It looks legit, like just glancing at them both.
That's the biggest addendum, is Mason Guild and the Ships Guild.
Biggest addendum. Basically, it's added on, like, when this land is now owned, still owned by Capwn, and handed over, owned by the Capwn government, with the addendum that the Union is allowed to build on the grounds first right of refusal. Your names are not on this deed. They are on the one you all have, which is a week after this one. Because they basically took the old deed and then signed your names on it over to you. They're asking to have this one signed over to you with the okay. They basically went and got the paperwork done, like, yo, sign. You already own it. Just sign this one, let us come with you. They've obviously been looking into this for a while. There's some blueprints for like building the dock, how they want to ship logs down the river. They also have a quarry across the way to the north that they want to be able to ship across stuff as well.
I mean, I'm not a legal expert. I don't think Yelena is either. She spends too much time in the law in her workshop.
Sure, right, yeah.
Do we know of anyone?
We need
Roll for no retainer. Who is a legal expert? Nope, that's a 3. I don't know
Legal
anybody.
expert?
Cool.
I
I mean, I could talk to my superior, but I don't know if I want to make myself present at the castle at this time.
Up to y'all.
Because we need to figure out how I got out of that.
This is true. This is very true.
Well, I mean, I guess we have a little bit of time getting up there as well. We could figure out which one we want to do about it. I mean, obviously, the deed probably doesn't have to be signed absolutely today because we got to make sure we take it back over.
Right.
Yeah, we should focus on going.
All right, so
Depending on how it
are
is,
you
they
going to
might
leave
not want it.
this afternoon with them? Or are you going to wait till tomorrow?
There's no time like the present unless there's anything you two can think of. Wait. Wehan's closed, so any magical
Yep,
oddities I would
We
like
should
to
go.
purchase are barred.
correct.
Yeah.
Audience,
So-
can I get a percentile roll, please, from you? And I'm going to take us over to the other map and set us up for our next week's episode. Oh, buddy. So this one we're doing is literally from Beetle and Grimm's. Let me grab Fort Dyer. Old school map. Old school.
Wow. All right. I feel so warm and fuzzy after seeing that skull being the first thing that pops up on my screen.
Yep, I'll bring it over. I'll set the scene and I'll let the audience roll. 70%, thank you. As you are traveling
70% capacity.
with the 10
We all die.
with the 10 soldiers, do you bring them with you? Do you station them half a day out and you are all going to scout so they're not seen? How do you want to handle the detachment of 10 soldiers?
We should scout first.
And remember, you guys have all been given the pin that shows that you are part of the army. When you are dealing with them, she would have handed you this. You can wear it, which means they have to answer to you. You're basically a step below a lieutenant in the army.
Okay.
Oh, you'll see in a minute, everybody.
Oh. Yeah, like I said, it's 70% chance we're all dead. So let's go. No.
Where on this map you can see, I'm actually going to read from a pre-written adventure. I've never,
Oh.
one of my least
shit.
favorite things to do in the world.
Wow.
One of my least
Open your
favorite things.
earbuds up for this.
As you pass through, yeah, right. As you
Praise be
pass
to our Lord
through
and Savior Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, as you pass through the forest and through the road, you fall upon this place at night. Your choice where you leave the soldiers. Fort Dyer is a small stone outpost on the top of a hill. It's a little over a day's ride outside of Capwn. The road leading there is overgrown from years of abuse and unuse. As the characters approach, you see the following. At the top of the hill, there's a modest stone structure that looms over you, surrounded by an 8-foot tall wooden fence, clinging with vines. There's no movement visible, but the silence is occasionally broken by the whinnying of horses. The fort's wide gate hangs open before you. Do you want to go in through the gate? Do you want to circle the area? And where do you leave the soldiers?
Circle the area, leave the soldiers.
As you circle the area, it is a gradual hill. It's definitely up high enough to be able to see far out into the bay. If you turn from the road and look out, the road is even overgrown, but there are some trails through here. Eastside, if you want to give me a survival check, I think you probably make the most sense for this part. Indoors will count for everything for you once we're in there, but this counts as well. It is a thoroughfare road for being a messenger.
Nice. Dirty 20.
There are wagon marks and hoof marks of horses, and you do hear them whinnying inside. Somebody has been here within the last week.
Well, at least they're not feeding them to a Dragonelle yet.
You don't hear a roar. That is true. You do not hear a roar.
Yet.
Right. So yeah, definitely. I mean, it's quiet. There is signs of someone being here. Absolutely.
Let's see.
I can go scout.
Belina,
ahead.
hold on.
Or not.
Hold on. That's not my stuff.
Secrets, more secrets. There's the skull they were talking about, everybody.
Let's see. Let me look. I gotta look up a spell real quick.
So as you can see this area surrounding it, every square is 5 foot. The gates are cracked open. I will move the black if you want to make your way towards the gate. I'm just giving you the option. Where are the soldiers so I can mark this down?
Too far away.
Like, what, quarter mile out? Hiding in the overgrowth?
Yeah, I would say about a quarter mile because
Yeah.
if we need to, it's gonna be a pull or, you know, a reach. But I have the signet whistle. So, I mean, if stuff really goes south, one of us can try and give them a signal to...
I'm assuming you tell them that. The
Yes.
soldiers say that we will wait here. 2 of the soldiers you saved offered to come with you.
And I think they can come with us and then let me scout ahead a little bit by myself.
Okay, so how...
Do you want to go
Do you-
into the fenced-in area by yourself to scout? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you, like, before you go, like, I'm very, like, hesitant to touch your shoulder, but I, like, grab your shoulder, and I'm like,
The robes also follow your hand and also
Right.
kind of wrap and drape on her.
okay. I just,
No.
after what happened last time, I want you to be safe, and I cast invisibility on you. It's from my own spell slot, it's not.
I know. Yeah, the others. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, great.
I want you to just be careful, okay? It's gonna last for about an hour unless something happens to me, but hopefully it won't.
Okay. I can do that.
And I would reach back. This is me. And I
How
touch your shoulder.
much of this area
Oh,
do
that's
you
my
want
shoulder.
to...
Who are you touching?
How much of this area do you want to go through on your own?
Let me see.
You just going to go around the inside? Or are you going to go in the building in the inside?
No, not in the building.
Okay.
Go
Then
through
I
the
won't...
gates.
I was going to move everybody off and put you here by yourself, but I won't do that. So, I'm going to take this, and we will grab this piece, and I will move it out of the way. Inside, there is a fairly tall tower on the northern part that overlooks the water. You can see a decent-sized building, and there are stables to the right of you with horses tied off with hay and food and water. There are trails of wagons that go out and around the back. As you loop around, there is an old wagon there as well. I'm assuming you're not stopping and looking at anything too detailed, but if there's something you want to check out, let me know and I will go back to it before we end the show tonight. And then in the corner where it says 1D, it says there that back wall, piled against the back wall are skeletons. Tons of them.
Like a pile of them, or
At,
like lined up.
at
or,
least near a dozen.
like,
Just
piled up
bodies.
for-
All skeletal
laid out.
bodies.
Okay.
Just stacked. Like kind of sitting and bones piled up in the laps of the people, and they kind of line that back area of the wall. And then the one you go by, that is a large cart.
What does the cart look like?
It is... It is black with the symbol of Tiamat on the side. Similar to the wagons that you got roller rocked in. For those who missed last episode, Easttide and her both got stuck in a wagon that got tossed by the fabric that made her cloak and literally rolled them like a rock tumbler.
But they came out shiny and new.
Yeah, shiny and new, beat up, bruised eyes. I mean,
Yep.
they look like Marisha Ray after a fight. Anyway,
We fixed it. They're better now.
Did that carriage survive?
oh yeah, I did actually. That's the one you guys brought back.
That's what we brought back with all the
Everything in it. Yeah,
party
it was fine. It's armored. Wasn't even bent.
I didn't know if that one got destroyed and we'd have to like clear out
Nope.
the bot.
Totally
bots
fine.
and, like, take down. Okay, good.
Totally fine.
So it's the same people.
There's a front door and a back door, and then there's also the towered area.
Do I see any movement coming from any
It
windows
is
or the tower?
unnaturally quiet. And this is in the middle of the night. Remember, it's a day travel. So you're under the cover of night, which helps. But you do hear the whinnying of horses once in a while. That's about it.
Do I see footprints? And do the footprints look like
The only thing you see is the
shoes?
trail that's on the map there from the wagon coming around to the back. No other footprints. Around the doors and stuff there are. But no other footprints really that you can see. The main courtyard area when you come in. There's wagon tracks there. East Tide, after a little bit of work, looks like it's about 2 weeks, roughly, week to 2 weeks. That's it. And then up here, you're guessing this is the stable.
Do I see any short windows that I can pop and look?
No, everything is shuttered up.
Okay. What about the windows on the wagon?
It's armored, just like the other one was.
It's exactly like that one.
Locked and everything. Not locked. It is ajar. The back door is slightly open.
Jar. I thought it was a door.
Womp womp.
Sorry, not.
You are invisible, though. I would like to remind you are invisible, which
Yeah.
means I have disadvantage, I believe, if I remember how invisibility works, on doing anything to locating you.
Can I peek through the door?
The jar.
Sure.
Jar
Wow.
door.
Can I get a stealth check for you? I've been using your passive stealth this entire time. I actually need you to roll your stealth at advantage, please, because you still got to be quiet.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, her stealth, that advantage. No.
She has advantage, yeah. She's invisible.
Wonder how good she'll do.
Probably a 2.
No. Highest is
12?
12 plus 14.
26.
A 26. As you get
Michael
near
Jordan
the
plus
back of the
3.
wagon, the back of it seems to open on its own slowly before you, like as your hand's getting ready to touch it. Inside the wagon, it is dark. There are blankets and what looks to be just a disarray of gathered belongings tossed in tablecloths and curtains and thrown in the back of this wagon. Inside of it, there are 4 dead bodies, each one of them draconian in nature. They did not dissolve. They look odd. Unless you want to crawl in and look at them, it's kind of hard to tell from out here.
I am not going by myself. Porcupine dead. Look odd.
They do.
In carriage. I'm just writing this down. Okay. Let me sneak towards the stables now.
All right. You're heading towards the stables. There are horses in there. There are 5 of them. There's food and water left in there. There seem to have been enough for however long this place has been abandoned since they have shown up. They are in there. They do whinny once in a while, but they're all tied off. None of them are freed. Are you going in? I take it back. There are 10 horses in total.
In the stable? Am I going inside the stable?
Or are you just peering from outside? Also, drag your butt on the map, please.
Hey. Where am I?
Get your butt on there. Put that booty somewhere.
I would assume here.
Booty poop.
Yep.
Do she got the booty? We don't know. She's invisible.
Oh, for some reason yours keeps just undoing your hit points and stuff. I'm going to have to repair that later. So let me move this one out of the way as well. In the very
Let me
back,
take a look. Yeah.
in the very back, as soon as you get to the door, the horse is whinnying. On the back, you can see something in the back stall to the left. I would also like to know where Easttide and Namajor are at. Are they out on the road? Are they just outside the gate? Feel free to add yourselves as well.
All right. So I guess I almost tried to drag my cloak out there, which is not gonna work.
I mean, if you want a cloak token, I could just make you a cloak token.
Right? It's just me. This is
Just
the
a
cloak.
bunch of little cloaks for where the mage hands are.
Right.
I feel like if we were being sneaky, maybe like the southwest, like of the gate and everything, just because we're farther away from the tower.
So like here, Adam, or do you here?
Yeah, just like kind of curl up, yeah, like around there, or around that rock. Yeah, around these rocks right there.
Around these rocks over here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
These ones are here. That's where
Doing
we're
it.
waiting.
Sneaking by the rocks.
Cool. When you get to there, inside, you notice the ones on the left-hand side are all locked in their little corrals. On the right, when you walk in, all the horses turn and look in your direction. And snort and stomp. Yeah, that noise. Remember when I said I was bringing a little bit of Athantia into this game?
Okay, so like when they turn, is it like natural horse turn? Or
They
is
look
it,
like normal horses,
under-
but they turn pretty close to unison. Not like, and turn, but like one
Right,
after
right.
another, they turn and look at you. And they start to meander out of their corrals towards you.
Okay, I start backpedaling.
So as you
out of the
backpedal,
stable.
invisible as you're backpedaling, they do not leave the stable. They stay in there. They stop and they whinny, and you hear hoof pounding on the ground as you are making your way away from them. Where do you go?
I will go back out the gate.
Okay,
and
to the group?
towards The group. Yes.
Excellent. You head back to the group. What would you like to report?
Everything.
Okay.
All the things.
I have a feeling these horses are undead.
They're undead.
In 8.
Wait, why would horses be undead? Why?
I don't know. Some of them turned
Bye,
to look
Amalith.
at me. Good night.
Bye, Amalith.
And this-
Morning
they
for
start-
them.
Or morning.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Good morning.
Good morning.
They
Good luck
start-
staying awake.
Yeah.
I'd be so tired.
No. It's morning for like they just.
No,
got
I'm
up.
saying
Oh.
I'm saying like
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
up watching. I'd be
Gotcha.
like, take a nap.
Started to pound the ground, like as if to warn
Like
someone.
horses do? Like when they sit
No.
there and they hit.
I don't know. I think
Kind of, yeah.
that's-
Stamping.
Alright?
So like
that's-
aggressive?
That's strange.
You know,
No,
I don't know if
it's
Alina's the
morning.
person to ask that question of. She seemed
Yeah, I don't-
unnerved.
And she doesn't lose. She's always calm in the face of danger.
She's very cool.
But they came towards me.
But you were invisible.
They did.
Yes, but they knew I was invisible.
Good time zone.
So you know that though, that they actually knew that you were there.
Most of them
So-
stared at me. Yes.
So like how? Wait. So some of them didn't. Were just kind of like whatever. We're horses, and then
Yes.
other ones just like
It was
beeline.
Other ones are
One
locked
thing,
in.
one-
Like the doors are shut on the ones on the left. The ones on the right are open.
Yes, and then towards the end of the back, there was something I couldn't really see.
Okay.
And then, like I said, in the wagon, there was all those bodies, the draconians, but something's wrong with them.
You said they looked weird.
Yes.
They looked strange.
Well, I
Do
mean,
you
if
all
they're-
want to go in, or are we camping and waiting to daylight?
Uh,
There's no time limit on this, so this is up to you.
I feel the best time is to go at night so they don't see us.
How long does the invisibility last?
it lasts for an hour.
For now? So you're
I
talking.
would
I'd
about-
say you probably did about 20 minutes of lap, checking each space, making your way around, looking
Well,
at
I
the
mean,
skeletons.
We can try
you
and
got
take
time.
advantage of the remainder of the spell, and we can have Valina as backup while we go look
You could.
That's
that
true.
side.
Yeah.
Good.
I just don't want to investigate on my own in case I'm stuck, and then who knows? what
No,
happens.
that's fair.
Yeah, don't go inside the house, the tower just yet.
No, that's why I. Oh, and did I tell you about all those skeletons on the back corner?
I'm sorry. What now?
Bodies, lots. 10.
Alright.
Most important thing, did I tell you about the dead bodies?
Horses.
You
bodies.
know she is a murder man when all she was. Oh, by the way, there's some dead bodies.
No wait, did you put them there?
No, I did not kill anyone.
Did
It
they
was
look?
garden.
Did they look fresh?
No, they were skeletons. Come on.
Skeletons. Alright.
Were they like the skeletons from the capital?
Looks like the ones before. No,
They look like normal skeletons,
So at
just
least
piled up. like
least the
stacked,
normal
like body,
skeletons.
body.
They're not going to come up with like concrete reinforced hands or limbs or anything.
Yo, I won't make any promises.
Hopefully.
I don't know. But
Well, skeletons
Look,
are awesome.
I don't deal with horses, so
Otherwise, I mean,
Nobody
Felina,
fucking here does.
Felina, I can go with you.
So
I should...
are all going, or just one of you going? What's the
No,
dealio?
we're all going.
Yeah.
Well,
you don't sound
there's-
like you believe that.
Well, I mean, so I can turn invisible too.
And I can put on my cloak and... Oh no, your spells. Never mind.
You're the
Spells.
So I can.
Building is stone inside. The fence is like wooden. It's timbers, 8 foot tall.
I mean, put the east side... if Aldrin can do, perhaps post in the back of the stables in case you hear something.
Well, we go look.
Hide on the outside.
Yeah, I can hang out right here on the outside of it if I see anything.
What could go wrong?
If you
I
want to
don't
go in,
know.
that's
Anything's
fine.
right.
Everything can go
What
wrong.
could go wrong? You
We don't know what the
seem
70% was for.
You don't. You do
Um,
not.
Otherwise, you know what? The only other thing I can think of is like, so if I go invisible, we can. You won't be scouting by yourself, Elena. Maybe I can try and figure out some of the more magical things happening.
Yes, I was going to suggest, especially, yeah.
Otherwise, S-Tide, you might be able to help us figure out how many people are in that castle, right?
Oh,
No. Yeah,
I mean, with
can,
all like the architecture and the math and all the crafting
Yeah.
you do.
No, I think that was a thought that I was having as well. If you two want to investigate that, I'll see what I can do about the building itself.
we're not shooting horses, Star Drew.
We're what now?
No promises.
No.
I did say they were all alive
Save
currently.
Dad.
Save a horse, ride a skeleboy. Let's go.
So are we all moving in?
Yes, so...
And are we resting, or are we doing it while we still have the invisibility?
still have
We're
invisibility.
Are
taking
you
advantage of the
also
invisibility.
doing invisibility?
Okay, so if I do it with the cloak, do I have to do concentration from the cloak?
It works just like the spell as if you casted it.
Okay, so then I can't cast it on myself because I'm already concentrating on her spell. That's why I was asking.
No, it's an item. So I mean, it's
Oh, okay. So I don't. Okay, so
You're
then
fine.
yeah. So I do it.
okay.
How does this happen, Eric? Tell me what happens with this cloak.
As she casts it, the fabric weaves around her and literally pulls apart and leaves nothing behind. Just envelops on itself, taking her with it, and you're invisible.
So now you're both invisible.
You can see everything's normal. Everything's a red haze while you're invisible, though.
Okay. Yes.
Two of you, be safe. I'll head over at least to the front door.
Please move to where each of you would like to be to end tonight's show.
Okay.
God, I don't like when we end because something bad happened.
She's like, just keep going. More hours. More hours.
More hours. Just
Hang on. We don't have to
let's
sleep.
freaking
Let's
go.
finish this. And if we continue, nothing bad can happen.
Exactly.
I
Oh
would
man, we
assume
got a
that
guest next week.
Callie and I go inside the stable.
Yeah. we're going
You're
inside
gonna
the
be happy about
stables.
that guest. So stable. So who's going all the way into the stables? Are you going to try to walk past all the horses? They're kind of back in their little corrals now, but
So because I have dark vision, can I see what's back there?
no,
or do
because
we
it's
have to
half
actually go-
underneath, like
Okay, no, I was just asking.
like you know how when you walk in, they're like the lowers
Yeah,
open and the
yeah,
tops open. You can see looks like feet out of it.
Okay. Do not tell me this is that house where we had to go and pretend to be water inspectors.
Oh, it was fucking amazing, but no, it's not.
Okay.
That was amazing. The
right.
horses could alert the guards, yeah. If there are any here, yeah. 100%
Okay.
true. It is deadly silent here, though. And you hear the whinnying when you all make your way in.
I mean, you're probably gonna, and like we're speaking lowly, but I'm like, you're probably better at it than me, but if anything happens, I can back you up. That's why I came along.
Continue
We
forward.
need a stealth
Oh.
check if you wish to
Oh.
walk to the back without
Oh.
the horses noticing you.
Oh. I'm gonna use my cloak to start making other noises somewhere else to try and
Where
distract
would you
the
like to
horses.
make the noises at?
So there's this solid wall here. She wants to go over here. I guess
Those-
I'm gonna try and.
These all have horses in them, remind you. It's just closed.
Right. It's just close.
These are freebies. They can walk around.
So I think maybe I'm gonna try. Oh, hold on. Let me look at minor illusion real quick.
And she did tell you they did not leave the stable when she left. They walked towards her, but they did not leave. They whinnied, made noises. But they did not leave. While you're doing that,
Okay,
Easttide, are you going to the door? There's no windows that are open. But I have a feeling you're going to do the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Plus
Because I don't want to be close to the door or anything, and I like this tiny little corner. I'm gonna hunker down a little bit. I'm really tiny, and you see Easttide just kind of, his hands back and forth, shakes him out, closes his eyes, and then you see him put his hand on the wall, and as you do, you see it's almost like the wall kind of like comes to life and like starts to like kind of envelop his hand a
Oh,
little bit, like it almost starts turning to stone itself. And then as he opens his eyes are very almost kind of like goes even like darker steelier gray, and it looks like almost gold, like swirling
all the
through.
white goes away.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just kind of hear like somewhere in the distance like go 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 go. He just like holds his other hand up as well too, and go, 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 go. And just starts like kind of beating his head a little bit as he then gets a visualization in his head
Oh, fuck
of this
you.
tower.
Power is fucking bullshit.
No, it's great. That's why
It's great. That's why I was like, hey, just go check
So
out that
good.
building.
That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
so-
Go
Do your
into
math.
the building
Yeah.
thing.
So but it's the first time he's ever attempted this. It was just like something he had this feeling, this connection with it. But he just it almost like this very vague ground floor plan of this building, and then I guess any tings would be like in a bright yellow of people.
I need
or
the actual definition on what it can determine.
absolutely.
As
Well,
lightning
he's-
strikes. And
It
the
says-
sky, there's no rain as you finish the spell. In the middle of
says,
summer.
With an
Well-
action, touch a constructed part of a building, such as a wall, pillar, ceiling, or floor.
Mm-hmm.
You learn how many humanoid creatures are within that building and how many are within each room. If there are
Okay.
more than 50 humanoids in the building, you can only detect the closest 50.
So as it kind of fans out and the camera follows the magic through the fort, room to room to room, there is nobody in here.
Good, we're totally fine, guys.
No, we're not.
Totally
No,
100.
we're not.
When I said it
100%.
is eerily silent, I meant that.
Well,
I
either
need
there's
you
no
to
one
make
here
me
or there's someone else
a
here.
perception check.
Me?
Yep. While you're making that, what's the plan for inside the stable?
So I think because we don't know exactly what's going on, I think what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and cover up the sound of their whinnying
Okay.
with like winds, like I know, or like thunder, because we just saw a lightning strike, no
Sure.
rain, but there's thunder, right?
Yeah, let's thunder a
So-
bunch of horses. Great. idea.
Well, not that, but like, well, no, that would be dumb.
We're in it now.
And a rustling of trees, wind.
I know
was
you're
actually-
trying to create a distraction.
No, well, I'm trying to create a distraction for the horses. I'm going to use prestidigitation and just make like a weird scent to try and like cover her scent as she goes forward.
Okay. Give me your stealth roll. I mean, obviously you have advantage right now.
Because I don't know
Right.
what horses are, but they
Yep.
might smell her, right?
24.
How do
24.
horses work?
You get all the way to the back. They do turn around, and they watch you as you go to the back. And they move out of the stables and block the doorway in. As they all kind of start to mingle out in that main walkway between each one of the corrals. As you go past one, then the other. The camera follows you from inside the closed ones, through the cracks until you get to the last one. On the ground, there is a body. It's half underneath the stable door. Do you open it or do you pull the body out?
Oh, it's in the door.
It's underneath it. Like there's like a
Yes,
gap about this
okay.
big because I can shovel hay underneath it without going in to disturb the
it.
horses.
Oh, I don't want. Sorry, I just don't want. I pull the body.
You're gonna pull it? As you grab the body, it is heavily armored, full black plate mail. As the chest leaves from underneath on the tabard that is just dirty but no blood, there is the symbol of Ttrpgfamily, the 5-pointed star. Like that kind of swirl, looks like a shuriken almost, on the outside of it. Wearing the red dragon colors.
Oh, I know who we're talking to.
He is dressed in a red dragon cloak. He is not wounded, but severely aged.
Is he awake?
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. Through the horses moving around, Adriel, you can't see her in the back that well. I mean, horses are fucking huge. They kind of block the line of sight of the 5 moving about. They're not bothering her, but they seem unnerved. Maybe it's the scent. Maybe it's something in the back. But they don't seem... They're like that sound away from breaking. What did you get on your Constitution saving throw?
15 with disadvantage.
Are you happy with that?
Of course not.
Would you like to add a +2 to your roll?
Yes, please.
All right, we will grab a +2 to your roll. I would like to spend 20 Ttrpgfamily points to raise the DC by 5. Are you still comfortable with your roll?
No. No.
Is there anything you would like to do?
What do those damn scales do on these cards? Let me see.
Well, if you're going to add the +2 to your roll, that's a green. Is your card green or blue?
I have no idea. Sorry, I don't.
The Ttrpgfamily scales are blue.
Would you like to spend a Ttrpgfamily scales?
Let's
Your
see what that does.
skin looks like body modifications as you start to grow scales underneath your skin, and your armor goes up by 3.
Stop. Okay, I do that.
I don't know why Adam was making a face. We'll be asking that
It's a running
after.
joke that I'm a lizard person.
I wasn't going to say anything, Diana. I wasn't going to out you as a lizard person. But here you are. Tell everybody you're a lizard.
I knew it. She's a lizard folk of the gang.
Unfortunately, that AC is not enough to do anything.
Okay. that's
Is there
fine.
anything else you would like to use?
Do you have any ideals, bonds, or flaws that you could get to re-roll?
I do actually. I have. I'm always calm no matter what the situation. I never raise my voice or let my emotions control me. I would rather make a new friend than a new enemy.
This is the fucking time to do that.
Time to be calm.
This is the time to be calm. I will give it to you. Please re-roll with your inspiration. I would then also like to spend another 10 Ttrpgfamily points to wash your advantage out, so it's just a roll.
Sure, it's okay. You win. I rolled a 7.
Inside, you hear a blood-curdling scream from her. The camera switches back to Easttide. Easttide, what did you get on your perception check?
Rolled really well. 26.
You hear whispers, and at first the voices aren't very loud, and then it sounds like someone's talking in your ear. And you hear them crying about an overwhelmingly sorrowful voice, weeping. The fires. What happened to the fires? Why are they out? And it gets louder and louder to where it is screaming in your ear on your perception check. You can understand what they're saying. It doesn't seem, once you focus, that it's coming from a location. It sounds like it's coming from the grounds itself. Like It fills the area. Adriel does not hear it. When you take your hand away from the stone and pull away, and your eyes clear up, you see a glimpse of a human there for just a second, and it disappears into the stone. Unfortunately, I have to roll damage.
On me?
No. For the scream. Inside, you take 27 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
On the failed save,
Calculator.
I need the audience to roll me a d4.
31.
1d4.
31.
As a horrific visage leaps out of the stable in front of you. It looks like it stands up out of the body through the stable wall and is face to face with you when you pull the body out. Depending on this d4, you're going to get some white streaks in your hair. That is for sure.
That's fun.
Audience, 1d4.
2.
Not fun, but it's
Cool. Yeah, that's great. You age 20 years.
Whoa!
As lines start to form around your eyes, around the corners of your mouth, your eyes lose a little bit of their luster. The scales from your power become a little more prominent. And I will call it there. The 70%, thankfully, did not get put into play because Adriel did not also go into the stable. As the screaming on the grounds continue, and they do not go away for each time, we call our show there for the night. As we continue Fort Dirge next week with a guest star. Well, everybody, is there anything any of you have going on this week that is not aging 20 years?
Well, Diana and I actually get to play our very first couple together on screen.
Wow.
Aw.
Yeah.
Serial killers?
No.
Damn it!
Actually,
Villainous superheroes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be playing with
Wednesday.
one of the creators and some of the writers for the Savage Worlds
cool.
system, and we're raising money for MS. We've already raised like over $1,000 for it and everything, like free game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
So it should be pretty awesome. It's gonna be at it's at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Mhm.
So 4 p.m. for us and everything.
What
It's pretty
channel?
Cool. It
Yeah.
is.
I almost forgot.
Um,
Hold
Is
I
on.
it
might be
Dat
home in time
Network?
to
Is
watch it.
it
No, it's
No,
not.
no,
that
no, no,
network,
no. It's
is it Homebrews and
this is
Homebodies?
with-
Is it F2G?
No.
Is it Your
No,
Mother
it's
Said
Pinnacle.
So?
It's Pinnacle Entertainment, but
Oh, Pinnacle. Oh, okay.
they name it differently. Let me figure that out.
Find it and drop it in our OBS chat here, and I will put it in our...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put
so
it in
that
our
should
chat
be cool. So Clint, who one of the creators of Savage World, he's running it through us.
Oh, cool.
And then a couple others that worked on the world of like Aberon and everything as well too. Like
Oh,
they're
look on Twitter.
they're playing with us, and they're also a couple, and like super excited.
So couples on couples on couples?
Exactly. Yep.
Do I
And,
have that sound
we're
effect
like
on
some
here?
villainous superheroes, so that should be fun. And Diana and I are playing a couple. which
Aw.
We've never done that
Do
on
I-
stream, so that'll be fun.
Hold on here. Do I have... damn. I don't think I have the Pornhub
So
sound on
are you
here.
like anti-heroes?
No, technically.
No, we're
the thing
villains.
Is, like,
Or are you
we're-
super
yeah,
villains?
We're super villains.
Yeah.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
all the
That's what I like
superheroes
to
have been,
hear.
like, murdered and stuff, so it should
Nice.
Should be cool. Diana's about to drop it.
I'm about to. Yeah.
If you can't put it in the chat, let me know. I can do it for you if you give it to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, looking forward
You
to
can try
that.
it,
That'll
put it
be
in chat, see if it
cool.
works.
It's okay. I'll put it in
Yeah,
chat.
and what's also cool too is like every $1,000 that we raise, somebody's getting a pie to the face.
Oh, nice.
So far, Clint has already gotten a pie. Yeah, if we get up to 2, then I'm gonna be
Nice.
one of
Do
the other
I get to
pies.
pick the pie? I would like red velvet uncooked.
What?
Oh, it's gonna go
Stew mincemeat, bruh.
I hope you don't like your furniture. I know this.
happening.
Kelly will remember I had custard that was red velvet, and I stained the entire
Yep.
game room floor when
Oh,
I dropped
shit.
the melted cup
no.
off. Yeah, it was horrible.
Okay. I dropped it in chat. It's Peg Inc. Twitch.
Which chat did you drop it in?
She dropped it in our OBS.
Okay.
Wait, maybe?
No.
I don't see it.
She did.
Oh, you want me to drop it in?
Yeah, in OBS. Kelly, what do you got going on while they grab that for us and we talk about how we're going to raise $2,000 to get Adam pied?
I have so many not safe for work jokes. I'm just gonna.
I know you
wrap it
do.
up.
Just and scene.
This week, nothing. Just recovering from last week and the week before.
Hey, at least you didn't gain 20 years, right?
I mean, I kind of felt like it when I got back to work today, but you know, these gray hairs, they're fine. It's fine.
They're fine. They're normal. Trust me, I have plenty of them. So with nothing then
nothing-
for you,
nothing
just
this
chilling.
week.
No homebrews. No more murder. No more thirsty sword lesbians plus.
Well, we're doing that next May.
Oh,
on the
okay.
Third Sunday.
Gotcha.
But you're talking about this week, so
Yeah.
you know, just trying to keep it to this week. I'll probably just be playing. I'm probably gonna be drawing a lot actually. Now that I have Adriel's cloak.
Well, I have tons of stuff going on. So the rest of the cast, wave by so we can go to our D-Lance minute here.
Hi, friends.
Bye everyone.
Thanks for hanging
Bye
out.
friends.
You
Thank
guys
you
are
for
gonna see
showing
their
up.
face. I'm so worried. You guys are gonna be so upset. So, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Before I give the YouTube rundown, thank you for everyone who's joined us, for all the StreamLoot cards that were purchased, played, the saving, the high rolls. Although I'm very disappointed in the fact that the deific heal saved the governor and made him so young that he's gonna be there forever. I was aiming to kill him. But with that said, that means that the audience now is up to 2 deific points, which means that when we roll things, you can sway the rolls a certain amount. But that's not important today. What's important is tomorrow we'll be on Tuesday, and I'm going to be bringing a dragon. And that is Monday's fault. Hey, Hagen, if you're watching this, buddy, I hope you can hide from dragons. If you are watching this later on over this side, this side, there'll be the how to subscribe to us over on YouTube. And on this one, there'll be something for you to watch. Thank you for everyone joining us tonight. We love running these. Remember, these shows run in the same time frame, in the same series. They interact with each other. They can cross over between shows. Guest stars happen. And I got some big ones as we go into the end of Chapter 4 here. And can I just say that Fort Dire is the best adventure in the book so far, and it was written by Beetle and Grimm. I'm just saying, I feel real bad for these players. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week. And